Three of this best-of-5 first-round series, and I'll tell you what, the way Washington has played in games 1 and 2 has made what some people thought was going to be a so-so series into a very exciting one. All the series all across the NBA, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions here in round number 1, have been great. We definitely have playoff excitement. And with a look at all of those series and a personal viewpoint about how long they maybe really should be, here is Dick Motta with tonight's Dick Motta's Minute.
This is the best competition in the first round of the playoffs that I can ever remember. In the Eastern Conference, the only disappointment so far has been New York's performance against Boston. I thought the Knicks would do better against the Celtics than they've done so far, particularly considering their flourish at the end of the season. Although the other 3 matchups, the home team has won every home game, all of them have been very close. In fact, the home team has been behind in the second half of every ball game, and there are going to be some extended series. Out in the West, the only mismatch I feel is San Antonio against Los Angeles. In the other 3 matchups, Houston goes into Dallas and wins. Seattle went into Mile High Denver, come away with the win. Utah went into the Snake Pit at Portland, and all 3 teams have re-established the home court advantage in the short series, which brings up my main point. I've always felt that the first round should be a 7-game series. I feel that the fans and the players deserve extended play.
The fans here in Washington tonight are really fired up, Dick. A lot of times when you come into this building, you don't feel the home court advantage is a great one, but I know when they have had good teams, and when you had your great teams here, this was a very rough place to play. They seem to have a little fever in here tonight.
There's some excitement here, but I'm truthfully disappointed in the number of people here. When I was here and we had a playoff, it was always a sellout. It was a guaranteed sellout. I don't know the attendance so far tonight, but it's down a little bit what I expected, but it's going to be loud.
It is indeed going to be loud. They have turned down the house lights to introduce the starters. And we'll let you know that Jack Madden and Mike Mathis are the 2 officials here tonight, which lets you know the league figures this is a very important basketball game. The Pistons will get Rick Mahorn back in the starting lineup. Talked to team physician Dr. Ben Palucci on the way over, and he feels Ricky's in pretty good shape to play. You know, a twist or a bump someplace could set him back a spell, but there's really not much you can do about it. You got to get the big fella on the floor and get his timing back. He and AD, Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah, and Joe Dumars against Steve Coulter, Jeff Malone, Moses Malone, Bernard King again, and John Williams, Dick. But I think it is time for Ricky.
Well, he's warmed up now. Why put him back to the bench and let his back get cool and maybe stiff?
Still good seats available for Game C of the playoffs. Either the most exciting 5th game of this one, or perhaps Game 1 of a great second-round series. Call the Pistons during our simulcast tonight to order. The number's 338-4500. Washington wins the tap, and the Bullets go to work. Jeff Malone, who has drilled the Pistons for 30 or more in the first 2, off to John Williams. Down the lane for a finger roll that goes. He has talent, but he's oh so erratic. Maybe 21 years of age has something to do with that.
I think his age is a definite factor.
Pistons won the first 2, but had to fight for them at the Silverdome. They could put Washington away tonight. Adrian Dantley with a bump from King, wide of the lane, outside of Bill Laimbeer, deep to Mahorn, easy up and in. Ricky didn't look like he lost much there. We're 2-2 in Landover.
It's great to see him back out on the floor. I thought he made a real contribution in Game 2 in his limited action.
Coulter, the starting point guard for this Washington team, since Wes Unseld has taken over, goes to Moses, wide of the lane, missed the fallback and traveled first, says Mike Mathis. Now, these are 2 officials not afraid to make a call, no matter where they are, no matter who the call's on.
It's the only game in the league tonight you deserve good officials.
Yes.
There are a lot of them off.
Dumars back for the Pistons on the switch. King has him, so Malone's on Laimbeer in the lane. Billy missed the turn and gun. Williams boards it to Jeff Malone. Jeff Malone down the lane, got by Dumars, threw it up off the heel. Rick Mahorn rebound. Cradles it and gets rid of it to Joe. He tried to quick up it to AD. Williams knocked it out of bounds.
Adrian looks like he's moving all right. Doesn't seem that it's affected him too much.
AD with the flu. But the worst is over, he thinks. He spins down the lane on Williams and got it batted out of bounds. The clock is at 14 with 10.5 to play in the first here. Adrian put a pretty good move on him.
He's still drawing a crowd, isn't he?
Absolutely. Joe Dumars outside. Bernard King on him. Joe D down the lane, clock at 4, tried to dish, no. They keep it alive as the Bullets knock it away, and the Pistons get it outside with a new 24. AD pump fake and a drive and a scoop and a miss. It's off the heel. Coulter the other way for Washington. Coulter against both Piston guards, and Isaiah got in front, and he'll be called for the block.
Isaiah almost got there. I think he was moving. I felt this was a proper call. I don't know. His feet look pretty good there.
Very, very close. That's what the guys with the whistles get paid to decide. But that's the toughest call there is.
I think that it is. I think that it's a hard decision. But all you have to do is watch the feet. And if they're planted, and there doesn't have to be a specific time. If they don't move, then you should give the guy that has the courage to stand there the opportunity to have a call.
The only thing that cost the Pistons was a foul on Isaiah. Coulter missed them both. Down the lane comes Isaiah the other way, and he draws the foul. Coulter got him. We'll see what Isaiah can do with that. Team fouls are now 1-1.
Good penetration here. He had Coulter beat the whole way, and Coulter had to reach in and grab him.
Isaiah's first free throw is a miss.
Maybe it's something in the drinking water in Washington. The action is fast, but the scoring is, like in the past, is a little below par.
You can feel that Washington's going to make an excellent effort, at least early. Pistons, I think, secretly feel if they could get them down at the half by some significant numbers. Psychologically, it might be very difficult for the Bullets to do what needs to be done late. They go down to Moses. He misses, but follows and fills it up. Isaiah split the pair on the other end. And so now it's 4-3 Washington. 9.5 to play in the first. Dumars on the wing to Isaiah against Coulter. Isaiah spins on him, doesn't shake him. They go low to Lambier, posting, threw it over the hole on Bernard King. Moses boarded it, lost it. The Pistons will keep it.
That's a pretty good break there. Down at the other end a few moments ago, Moses missed a shot and went after it. And we have two of the best in the history of the league at capturing their own missed shots. Adrian Dantley, the Pistons, and Moses Malone for the Bullets.
They will work out around the glass on that offensive end. On the wing now, John Williams on him. He'll take him baseline, draw the double team, and Coulter knocks it out of bounds. The shot clock at 19.
One thing you can count on, when Adrian gets the ball in the open court, he's going to draw a two-trap.
Right now, he's against Williams, backing toward the paint. Bernard King cheating over. And we get an illegal defense called on Washington. That's the first.
Bernard King didn't go over and trap with enthusiasm or speed. He floated over, and that's against the rules.
He came up and bumped on AD on the inbound pass, too. Before the shot, you will not see Adrian at the line for two, but you do see a 2 on the team foul total for Washington. The Pistons have 1. We've played 3. Washington leads 4-3. Dumars on the baseline for a force. Moses blocked it, pulled it down. Coulter, John Williams, up and in. Washington 6, the Pistons 3.
Williams is an enigma to me. I never know what I'm going to see when I watch the young guy play.
Someday, he could be a great one. Ricky Mohorn for the Pistons. Got it on the baseline. Back out in the wing to AD. Over Bernard King with a gun. It goes. 6-5. Pistons down just 1. Coulter up the middle against Isaiah. On the wing to Williams. Behind a foul line, Bernard King. Down the lane with a run and gun. It goes. It is 8-5 Washington. Dumars for the Pistons. Left wings to Lambier for the long gun. In and out to Moses. Shovels to Coulter, now ahead to Jeff Malone. Wide of the lane to Williams. Under on Lambier. Hit a great-looking reverse.
He feels that he can drive Lambier in an isolation. He's taken Bill baseline twice this evening so far.
Chuck Daly will call a quick 20-second timeout here with 7:43 to play in the first. And Washington up 5. Our score is 10-5 at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. John Williams forced the 20-second timeout with a great reverse and a hoop. I want to remind you again that if there's a 5th game of this series, it'll be Game C in that playoff ticket package, and there are good seats still available for it. That would be a great one, and so would the first game of the second round against the Chicago-Cleveland winner. Either way, you can order tickets tonight during our simulcast. Salespeople are on duty at 338-4500. Well, we know it's unpredictable, this 3rd game of a 5-game series, with the home court advantage held by the team with it. And so far, Washington has responded. Pistons may be a little flat.
Moses is in the game a lot more than he was in Detroit in Game 2.
Bill Lambier just drilled it from wide of the lane. Chuck Daly's 22nd timeout got the Pistons a hoop. And it's 10-7 Washington. Bernard King feeding Jeff Malone deep. Dumars is on the floor, but he was hanging on, says Mike Mathis. Joe will get the foul. Team fouls are 2-2 now.
It's not a bad foul. He would have gone up. Jeff would have gone up for the easy layup.
Both the Piston guards with a personal. Bernard King faked the shot, tried to dish it to Williams. Too much on it, and the Pistons will have it. He didn't hold it. Mahorn now to Dantley. AD on Williams. Took him left and right to the baseline. Back outside to Isaiah. Clock at 12. Shake and bake on Coulter. Now the gun. It goes. Isaiah, the hero in the first 2, shoots the Pistons 2 within 1. It's 10-9. Coulter faked him with a behind-the-back dribble, though, and a drive, a miss. A tap by Moses, no. Rebound, Mahorn. Nice save for Dumars. Pistons can take the lead. Isaiah in the corner. Around Williams, a blind dish to Dantley. Nice reverse off the high glass.
Great pass.
11-10. Pistons by 1. I wonder what Chuck said in that 20-second timeout. He ought to bottle it. Williams down the lane for a force against a 2-time. He did draw the foul. That is, unfortunately, Isaiah's second. Pistons on a 6-0 run. 6-12 to play here in the first, and the Bullets take time. Pistons 11, Washington 10 on the Pistons Basketball Network.
When it comes to sporting goods, Dunham's has more big names than the All-Star Game.
Brand new from Avia, men's cross-trainer transports featuring state-of-the-art design and styling. Great for multi-sport workouts. Buy now and get a free transport t-shirt. Avia Transports, now at Dunham's guaranteed lowest price.
Best of all, Dunham's has the MVP. Most valuable prices.
Dunham's, our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back. Guaranteed.
This is an Anderson high-performance window. We like to think of it as a see-through computer. It's programmed to detect heat. It knows when to keep heat out and when to hold it in. It's 42% more energy efficient than ordinary double panes. It even controls fabric fading rays. Come in and see for yourself before things get too wild outside.
We've got Anderson high-performance windows. Ask us. We're Herb Lumber.
Go over Jeep Cherokee's advantages, and certain things stand out. Cherokee gives you a choice of 2 or 4 doors, 2 shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive systems, and an optional 4-liter 6-cylinder engine that's more powerful, far more powerful, than anything in its class. All of this is precisely why 4-Wheel and Off-Road magazine named Jeep Cherokee 4x4 of the Year for the 2nd time.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
Tomorrow night, preceding the Wings-Oilers playoff game, will be the broadcast TV premiere of Fletch at a special time, 7:30. Chevy Chase is a reporter who stumbles onto a murder mystery. Fletch tomorrow night at 7:30. And then stay tuned for the Red Wings and the Oilers on your place for sports, WKBD TV 50. What a great series that's going to be. This has been a very interesting series, and frankly, it surprised me a little bit, Dick. I thought it would be a little more humdrum.
Washington has a type of ball club we talked about last game that can make you look bad. They're not a pretty team, and they make you play basically to their level. And that was a very exciting ball game. I really enjoyed the last one. This whole series has been great.
Making two, Williams, and he has 8. And the Bullets have the lead. Lambier misfires from the wing. Mahorn nicely taps the rebound to AD, who sends it outside the Dumars. Vinnie Johnson on the floor for Isaiah. The Piston captain picked up 2 quick fouls. Lambier gets it at the foul line extension and drills it.
They're switching on Bill after a guard runs off Bill, and they're switching. He has a guard on him. He's turning and facing with the small man and drilling the shot.
He may force them to make a change. He can make that all night long. Here's Williams driving on him. Williams with a runner from the paint, no. And Rick Mahorn rebounds. He now has 3 early rebounds. 5:15 to play in the first. They needed the foul line for the short leaner. Raced for the rebound, then he drills it from the baseline. Nice to see him put that thing right back up and in.
He very seldom misses a captured shot of his own. He always hits the second one.
Pistons by 3 on Vinny's hoop. Jeff Malone screen from Williams and a force. Wow, he filled it up from deep on the wing, nearly a triple.
Don't use that word. Every time you said it last time, the force, the shot went in.
4:44 to play in the first. It's 15-14. Pistons by 1. Vinny from the lane over Jeff Malone and hung on the iron, didn't drop. Rebound Coulter. Up to Jeff Malone. Baseline on Dumars. To the hoop, and he hit it. He hit the floor, too. But Washington leads 16-15.
Jeff had great concentration. If a youngster's out there watching how he went to the hoop and only concentrated on the target.
What a series he has had. In the Jeff Malone, Isaiah Thomas series. Ricky Mahorn got it in the lane, slapped away. King to John Williams, drives, and Bill Lambier went up with him, stopped the shot, but got the foul. Out comes Coulter, and in comes Darrell Walker.
I'll tell you, Bill was not going to let him have an easy layup. He had full intention to send him to the line on this move. He went right through him. He didn't break the breakaway rule. He went for the ball.
It didn't look like California, no finesse guys there, and they're both from LA.
I tell you, you want to foul a guy like John Williams, he got to prove that he can make them at the free throw line. He had a short shank on the 3 out of 4 shots at the end of game 2.
About a 73%er, he split the pair. So it's 17-15. Pistons with 14 fouls. Dantley inside for the running hook, and he hit it. AD has 6 points and the flu. And the Pistons have tied the Bullets at 17. 3:45 to play in the first. Jeff Malone working the way. Dumars against him. He'll back foul line, turn and gun and miss. Rebound long to Bernard King. Up from the paint and in.
He gets that shot off quickly, and there wasn't any spin on it. It was a dead bird went up there, right through the hole.
19-17. Washington leads it. Walker into a Mahorn screen. Now Dumars drives and travels, says Mike Mathis. On the floor and up slowly is Jeff Malone, but he's all right. Darrell Walker in the series has averaged 13.5 and 30 minutes. Needless to say, he's a very good defender, even though he's had problems stopping Isaiah when he's been on him. You like him on the floor. When he makes that jump shot, he's a very good player.
He was a factor in game 2 in the second half.
Walker off to King. From the lane, over the hole, against AD. Rebound slapped outside. Walker dishes to Bernard. Down deep, and he drilled it. Washington by 4, 21-17. 2:50 to play first quarter. Adrian Dantley on the sideline. AD right back to the hoop on Williams, and he's having it his way inside. AD with 8.
AD is starting his drive before the trap can get there, and it's very effective. He's splitting the seam.
21-19. Moses got behind Mahorn. Walker got him the ball nicely, and Ricky had to foul him to stop him. We'll get a Piston timeout here with 2 1/4 to play in the first. Bullets by a deuce, 21-19. Playoff game number 3 of the best-of-5 series. The Pistons lead 2-zip. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Every day, Jack Taylor and Joe Donovan take the same road home. But today, they went a little out of their way.
Give you a hand.
Here's to you, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser.
This Bud's
For all the guys who go out of their way.
This Bud's for you.
Picture a health care plan designed to preserve your family's health while drawing the line on costs. A plan where you choose from more than 300 family physicians and all the specialists you need. The plan is Michigan HMO, the family health care plan. Michigan HMO covers you when you're ill, when you're well, and in any emergency. So keep your family a picture of good health. Switch to Michigan HMO, the family health care plan.
There's a new high-performance tire out there. The Charger HR Radial from Kelly. Charger, built for the wet, for punishing corners, for unforgiving high-speed runs.
For the best deal in town on the Kelly Charger HR, visit your Bell Tire Team specialist, serving the Detroit area since 1922.
Kelly Charger, a good deal on a great tire.
Detroit Pistons basketball, brought to you by the Michigan State Lottery. Somebody's going to win, why not you? By True Value, it's more than a name, it's our way of doing business. And by Kroger, let's go Krogering at any one of our 35 convenient Metro Detroit stores.
This half of Pistons basketball is brought to you by Michigan HMO, the family healthcare plan. George Blaha along with Dick Motta at the home of the Washington Bullets, Landover, Maryland. And outside the arena, there's still that sign commemorating 1978. It says the Fat Lady Sings.
She did warble a little bit that year. There's a guy here that's dressed up. He's changed his costume a little bit now. He has no conscience or pride. And he would run around in a toga with this Viking outfit on with horns and the whole bit. And he pretended he was the Fat Lady singing.
Now he, I believe, wants to look like Moses.
He's looking like Moses. He has laryngitis. There's no way he can sing.
Moses made 2 at the line. It's 23-19. Here's Adrian again with a spin-away drive and a dunk.
No help from the weak side. All the way to the hole. It's unheard of. Most of the time, Washington will knock you down in a situation like that.
Adrian's hit 5 in a row. Bernard King bounces to Moses against a double team. Sally's on from Mahorn. Moses turns guns and it goes from the lane. We have a strong start now in this one. 25-21 for the hometown Bullets with 1:45 to play in the first. Dumars way out on the wing on the sideline to Adrian against Williams. Putting it on the floor. Spinning foul line. Wanted to cross court it to Vinny. Jeff Below knocked it away, but BJ steals it back. Up to Dumars. Joe against Walker. Jeff Malone checking Vinny. Joe D takes it topside. High post to Lambier. Billy baseline for the turn and gun. Off the iron, tapped outside by Sally, but he's going to loose ball foul.
That's that situation where they run Vinny off of the Lambier screen and the guards are switching, and he has a guard on him in the low post.
Well, what we have here is a foul that puts the Pistons into the penalty with 1:10 to play in the first quarter. And those are not boos. They are saying Manute. Manute Bol is about to check in.
Hard to miss him, too, isn't it? Unless he turns sideways.
Even I noticed that. Moses comes out. Manute Bol comes in. Bernard King at the line. He made the first. The man who terrorized the Pistons and a lot of other people as a New York Knick got them both. It's now 27-21. Washington by 6 and pressing. The Pistons beat it, though, and get AD a low left lay-in.
That's the way you beat a press. Coach couldn't draw it any better on the blackboard. X and O right to perfection.
Adrian with 6 straight. I'm still loving that dunk on his last two. Down the lane, Jeff Malone throws it up and in. 29-23. A whole lot more offense early on this evening. Bullets by 6. Sally off to Vinny. Wide the lane for the turnaround gun. Off the heel. Walker lost the rebound, out of bounds. We have 31 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Out comes Bernard King, and in comes Charles Jones. Played 27 in game 1 and 18 in game 2 did Charles Jones. Scored in neither, and they are not unhappy with his play. Maybe he's a defensive player of the year. That's why he's here, and that's the only reason he's here. He'll try to check Dantley. Adrian in the lane. Hit the jump hook anyway over Charles Jones.
Those Jones boys must have never been allowed to touch the ball when they were growing up, because Caldwell doesn't want to shoot either.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, to earn your living in the big show and not be able to score means you have to do the other things oh so well, like defense. Jeff Malone got a swipe by Sally up to Vinny. He laid it in, but after the horn at the end of 1. It's Washington 29 and the Pistons 25. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
With an optional 4-liter monster under its hood, Jeep Comanche doesn't just stand apart. It stands alone.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
Speed. For some, it's life. Racing is in the blood. To win, all parts must work to perfection. Last year, the Motorcraft team won 4 world championships with the same Motorcraft parts you can buy for your car. Motorcraft quality parts from Ford.
But we lost, Grandpa.
So you lost. The ball didn't work. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Uh-oh. You got any money?
Uh-uh.
What's this?
Wow.
And this? You're a walking piggy bank.
Wow.
There you go.
What about you, Grandpa?
I'll have a sip of yours.
That's an awful big sip, Grandpa.
I'm an awful big guy. Now let's see some of that fancy footwork.
Remember, dear, you've only had your license 1 day.
I'll be fine, Mom. Don't worry.
Don't forget your first stop.
When you stop at a Shell station, you get more than America's best-selling gasolines. You get all the little extras you may not find at other stations.
Here. I've never done this before. Well, I guess that's it.
Thank you. Come back and see us.
Because at Shell, we haven't forgotten
That was easy.
how a service station got its name. Shell. Experience the difference.
Thomas Cook Travel USA, the world-class travel agency, has been associated with the Pistons and the Backcourt Club for over 2 years, handling their travel needs. And your business can take advantage of the same cost savings and quality service that the Pistons have enjoyed. Call our guy Sal Prezioso over at Thomas Cook Travel, 323-4318's the number for world-class travel service. World-class shooting for Adrian Dantley, 7 for 8 for AD in the first.
Maybe everyone should get the flu.
I told him he might score 40 tonight. Kelly Tripucka had his huge game. That was a long-time Silver Dome mark when he had the flu and a fever.
I think he's 6 for 7, isn't he?
7 for 8, 7 in a row.
Had 7 in a row.
Charles Jones grabbing, and that's a quick team foul on Washington. AD going to work on him again. Now whips it across the floor, and John Williams leaps and intercepts. Here comes Williams up the court. Washington leads it 29-25. Frankie Johnson's just come on, misfiring from the wing. Vinnie Johnson pulls the rebound away from Walker, who grabbed him and fouled him. Darrell Walker with a foul, and now the Bullets have 2 quick team fouls, and we have just played 20 seconds here in the second. Isaiah back in the game. 2 fouls or not, replacing Dumars. Gets it to Vinny, wide of the lane. Bounce back outside to Isaiah for the Rainbow. It's wide to the right. James Edwards, who's come on, rebounds, but we're going to get a loose ball foul on James. Here are the lineups. James Edwards, John Sally, AD, Isaiah, and Vinny. Against Charles Jones, John Williams, Manute Bol, all 7'6" of him. Darrell Walker and Frank Johnson. Darrell Walker inside for Washington, and he is called for the offensive foul. You know, he didn't complain about the first foul, so I don't think that was an attitudinal call by Mike Mathis. Checking the replay.
Mike Mathis probably calls more offensive fouls than any official in the league.
I don't think that was an offensive foul looking at the replay. And you're right, he does. Vinny just drilled it from the top for the Pistons, and they pulled it within 2. (29-27). Frank Johnson, wide of the lane, got it from Walker. Flew it up and in, falling down. Washington by 4 again, 31-27. Isaiah gives to Adrian. AD down the lane on Jones, in the corner to Isaiah. Low inside Edwards, back outside to AD. Spins foul line, now dishes deep right corner. Isaiah's triple, in and out to Walker. Darrell Walker up to John Williams. Runaway freight train drive and a wild reverse. He missed it, but Charles Jones gets his first hoop of the series on a putback dunk.
That was a nice effort from one of the Jones boys.
33-27, Washington by 6. 9:50 to play in the half. Vinnie Johnson outside, blindside steal by Walker. Got in the air, missed it. Vinnie forced the miss with the foul.
Always instruct young dribblers and tell them there's always someone behind you. There's always someone behind you, and never turn your back to the basket while you're dribbling.
That time, Darrell Walker picked VJ's pocket. Walker at the line. Dennis Rodman will rest Adrian Dantley. After his terrific start, AD sits down with 14 points, all in the first. Walker short-armed the second one off the front of the rim. But in the lane too quickly was James Edwards, so Darrell will get one of those old 3-for-2 chances.
That was a shank shot too, wasn't it? That was one of those 18-footers that went 17 feet. Yeah, that is like the old 3-for-2 rule that we had in the NBA a few years ago.
I kind of like that rule.
I loved it. And you get to get the 2 fouls if you were fouled in the backcourt, and I never understood why they got rid of that rule.
Well, Walker used it wisely. He made, and now it's 35-27. Pistons find themselves down 8. They fast break. Sally lost it. Vinny found it. Took it back outside, avoided the crowd. Pocket 13. Now he'll work Walker. Down the side after an Edwards screen. Nice dish inside. Rodman missed the reverse. Dennis after it, though, follows, fills it up.
We might have to put that exclusive club to 3. Rodman, Moses Malone, and Adrian Dantley at capturing their own missed shot.
Rodman is relentless also. 35-29, Pistons within 6. Frank Johnson in the corner for the Bullets. Bouncing inside for Catledge, who's just come on, and Terry Catledge powers it up and in. Bowles stays. Catledge joins Charles Jones at a forward spot. Johnson and Walker still in the backcourt. pivoting around Catledge was John Sally. Catledge is called for the foul.
And really shouldn't be pressuring John Sally that far out in the court. You should never be allowed to have a spin move used on you 20 feet from the basket.
Dumar's back. Vinny comes out. 8:45 till halftime. Pistons go to Rodman, flying down the lane, hit a nice reverse off the high glass.
That's a great play. I've always felt that the man throwing the ball in is usually neglected, and it was a great give and go to Dennis, who threw the ball in from out of bounds.
They worked on that earlier today at practice. Coulter back in the backcourt for the Bullets, misfiring from 15. Edwards to Isaiah, now Rodman. Dennis will go right back to the hoop, and he got it blocked. It was legit. Here comes Coulter. Charles Jones passing in the paint to Catledge, and it's swatted away by Spider Sally.
Would you say this game is being played above the rim?
Manute Bol and Frank Johnson come out. Jeff Malone and Moses return. Coulter working for Washington outside the Jeff Malone. Contact inside. Mike Mathis calls an illegal defense, not a foul, on Rodman. Manute Bol got Rodman's.
Now that's a full extension of 7 feet 6 inches.
He got Dennis on the drive, but Sally then swatted away the next one. Washington finally trying to run a play, and Coulter drops it inside.
I've seen more good passes from Moses Malone in the last 2 games than I saw in the last 2 years.
John Sally on the wing. He made a nice pass to Coulter there. Should have been a bunny.
The guard has to catch that ball.
Isaiah inside to Rodman. Dennis Rodman posting on the left side. Got it off the glass. He has 6. 37-33. Bullets by just 4. Jeff Malone wide of the lane. In the paint to Catledge. A turnaround gun that doesn't go. Scramble for it and will stay on Washington's end, says Jack Madden. A loose ball foul on Dennis. Dennis is subject of a very nice article in this week's Sports Illustrated.
I am amazed at his progress. I think he is going to be a great player.
Upped his numbers this year, more than doubled them, up to almost 12 points and 9 rebounds. Moses over Edwards from outside for Washington. And the Bullets are up 6 again, 39-33. They have to win, or there will not be a game 4. Dumar's coming to work against Jeff Malone. Joe D on the way. To Edwards, wide of the lane against Moses. Baseline, turns, guns short to Jeff Malone. 6:42 to play in the half. Moses Malone against Edwards out on the floor. Starts down the lane, lost it to Sally. Sally was bumped, got rid of it though to Rodman. Here come the Pistons 4-on-2. Dennis with a dish to Edwards. Lost it, tried to pick it up off the floor. He is tied up. We'll get timeout here. 6:25 to play in the half. Washington 39, the Pistons 33. Timeout on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Come from work, you know I'm tired and I'm beat. I try to make some supper, but I can't even eat. Jump in the shower, watch the world from my back. I'm gonna get you, baby, that's a natural fact. In the nighttime, that's the right time. I wanna be with you in the nighttime.
The night belongs to Michelob.
America loves the break of day, a bright new start, the sun on its way. When you're heading to work or ready to play, America loves its big boys.
Start your morning off fresh with Big Boy's $1.99 breakfast. 2 eggs, bacon or sausage, home fries, and choice of toast, pancakes, or biscuits baked fresh in our restaurant. The $1.99 breakfast at Big Boy.
America loves its big boy.
For breakfast.
Jeep designed Cherokee to give you more than any other vehicle of its kind, like a choice of 2 or 4 doors and room for 5 adults. And now you can get Cherokee with an optional 4-liter 6-cylinder engine that has more power, a lot more power, than anything in its class. All of this is precisely why 4-Wheel and Off-Road magazine named Jeep Cherokee 4x4 of the Year for the 2nd time.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
You can buy Game C playoff tickets tonight by calling the Pistons offices and charging it on the plastic. 338-4500 is the number. Game C would be the 5th of this series if it's needed, Dick, or Game 1 of the 2nd round against either Cleveland or Chicago. Great game either way.
Either way, you look at it. I have a feeling it's going to be Chicago, but if it's the 5th game of this series, I hope it isn't. But if it is, you can't have more suspense than that. And then to open another series is also a great basketball game.
Wes Unseld has really fired these bullets up for the playoffs. They pushed the Pistons to the limit in games 1 and 2. Jump ball, Edwards wins it easily to Dumars. Joe feeds Isaiah. Rodman trying to post up Bernard King, who's come back. They get it to Dennis in the lane, and he traveled with it before he hit the hook on the run off the window. James Edwards comes out now. Bill Lambier joins Sally and Rodman, Isaiah and Dumars. Against Coulter, Jeff Malone, Catledge, Bernard King, and Moses Malone. Coulter to work for Washington. They're up 6. Coulter topside. Now Bernard King right behind a foul line against Rodman. Squares up and guns. It goes.
Good defense by the Pistons that time. Bernard just used native talent to shoot above the guy.
Got up nicely, bum knee or not. Joe Dumars has Catledge on him. Jeff Malone guarding Lambier. He went baseline. Moses over to help. Outside Dumars, inside to Sally, but a whistle. It's against the Pistons. Jack Madden called it against Dennis Rodman, the offensive foul. That's 2 on Worm.
Dennis must have popped it because he didn't even raise an eyebrow when the call was made.
All right, here's our situation. Game 3, the Pistons have won the first 2. They've been close. 5.5 to play in the half in Washington. This is a 5-game series. Bullets lead by 8 in one they have to win. They go to Moses down the lane, a 360 and a swish.
Moses is really into this ball game. His body English and all of his actions are really upbeat.
He has 10 points now. He has 10 points and 5 rebounds, and he's forced a Piston timeout. 5:14 to play in the half. Washington by 10, 43-33 on the Pistons Basketball Network.
You hungry?
Huh. There's something over there you can't get anywhere.
Now at Taco Bell, there's a deal worth running for.
What's happening next? It's where best meets west.
Our original taco and 16-ounce drink for just 99 cents.
Bust it, jump it, bust it, bump it. Taco Bell as you roll to make a run for the border.
Picture a health care plan designed to preserve your family's health while drawing the line on costs. A plan where you choose from more than 300 family physicians and all the specialists you need. The plan is Michigan HMO, the family health care plan. Michigan HMO covers you when you're ill, when you're well, and in any emergency. So keep your family a picture of good health. Switch to Michigan HMO, the family health care plan.
To Michelob.
Back to the action. Isaiah with a baseline move, a double pump jump. No. Jeff Malone to Coulter. Washington's already up 10. Jeff Malone, baseline rainbow. Got knocked down and fouled. short with a shot. John Sally did the damage, and that's not a bad idea on a guy who's been making all kinds of jump shots for 2 games.
Except
let him know he might fall down.
If you're going to hit him hard to send a message, but don't tap him, and don't ever tap a jump shooter. I mean, nail him hard if you're going to. Not dirty. I'm not talking dirty play. You have to let that guy think something when he's up in the air. Such a great shooter as he is.
Substitutions: Rick Mahorn for John Sally, Adrian Dantley for Dennis Rodman. 4:56 to play in the half. Jeff Malone makes the first.
You think Jeff ever felt he took a bad shot in his career?
Oh, no. This man has no conscience. 33 in game 1, 31 in game 2. Took 24 in game 1. Took 20 in game 2. Pistons inside the Dumars. Off the glass, no. Followed by Adrian, yes. AD continues to score. Flew doesn't keep a good man down. 45-35. It's playoff time. Playoff game number 49 for Adrian tonight. I got a feeling he's got a whole lot more in him. Down the lane, Jeff Malone missed the run and gun.
Well, that was a bad shot, but I bet he doesn't think it was.
Absolutely not. Ricky Mahorn to Dumars. Joe D down the lane. Threw it up. No, but he did draw the foul. Almost looked like he was out of control, but he got back under control. Made a pretty nice shot.
It was a nice move. A little shake and bake early. He had to weave through 2 people there, and his concentration was really good going to the hole. Wasn't worried about getting fouled. In fact, probably wanted to be fouled.
Williams got his first foul. Williams, Moses, King, Coulter, and Jeff Malone out there now for Washington. Joe D makes. That's his first point tonight. The second is on the way. Swish. And now it's an 8-point Bullet lead. Coulter comes to work for Washington. Williams gets it topside. Now they work the wing. Bernard King against AD. Shot clock at 10. Bernard mid-post for the push. No. John Williams rebounds, knocks Lambier off, but missed the putback, and Philly boards that to Dumars. Jeff Malone stepped in front. A block.
His position was all right, Jeff's position, but it wasn't soon enough.
Words between Jeff Malone and Dumars.
You have to give a man time to turn around, and he didn't have that time.
Now they apologize, and Dumars will shoot 2. Joe can't be too unhappy.
Were you ever running at night or moving fast and run into a wall? That's exactly that same feeling. You know you're in the open court and the ball is coming. You're going 100 miles an hour and you spin as quickly as you can. Pow, there's a guy right there. And it surprises you and hurts you at the same time. And you always say, what was the number of that truck?
Joe D got them both. And the Pistons are down just 6, 45-39. On 2 perfect Dumars free throws. 3:35 to play in the half. Bernard King against AD. Pistons on a 6-0 run. John Williams against Lambier. Faked him right, took him left to the baseline. Billy blocked it and pulled it down for Dumars. Racing against King to the hoop, and he hit it. 45-41. And the Bullets want time. Wes Unseld has seen enough, and now he's going to switch to a 20-second timeout. A 20-second timeout called by Wes Unseld. The man who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame on Tuesday in Springfield, Mass. Become a pretty good coach in a short time.
When I talked to him last night, he's letting Bill...
Did a good one with the Bullets in round 1, and already the Wings are up against the Oilers in a conference final. Six of the Pistons' 8 of an 8-0 run have come from Joe Dumars. 4 at the line. And the Pistons are caught in an illegal defense as Moses Malone backs to the mid-post. And that'll get Jeff Malone a free throw. Could stop the run here. We have 3:02 to play in the half. Pistons are back within 4. Jeff Malone missed.
Whenever there's a technical, the other team is shooting, it's usually on the coach. And as a coach, you pray that he misses. Then when he misses, you say, see, God knew that I was right when I protested.
Even if it was a bit too vehemently. Washington gets a great fadeaway out of Moses Malone over Mahorn from the baseline.
That's really the shot you want him to take.
47-41. Bullets back up 6. AD way outside of Williams. Showed him the ball. Down the lane. Threw it up on the run. No. Tapped out and controlled by Williams. Moses has it at midcourt. Trying to get away from Isaiah. Now wisely passes the basketball. There's John Williams. Foul line. Down the lane. Off the glass. Good. It rattled, but it went. They've scored 4 in a row, and they're up 8. 49-41. 2:15 to play in the half. Adrian Dantley on the sideline against Williams. AD baseline. Dishes it off to Ricky Mahorn. Ricky drew the foul. Well, he wasn't afraid to pump fake. He knew what was going to happen. Somebody's going to hit him in the back. But you got to go out there and play.
I don't think Ricky Mahorn has ever been afraid of getting hit in the back or any place else. Adrian is doing a good job of splitting the pressure, and he's starting his drive before the guy trapping him can get into the trap area.
Ricky Mahorn missed the first. Takes his time and gets the second. He had to pray, but it went. 49-42. Coulter up courting for the Bullets. Low post to Bernard King. Inside AD. Threw it up over everybody in here. And he had to.
That's his patented shot. He gets that off so quick. I don't know how he hits it.
51-42. Washington. Isaiah against Coulter. Two-time. Got it blocked by Moses. But Ricky pulled it down and hit the nice reverse.
A guy that blocks a shot, he really expects his teammate to come up with the loose ball. And I saw Moses jawing at John Williams for not getting that one.
1:20 to play in the half. John Williams screening for Jeff Malone. Mahorn will come out on Jeff. He forced a miss, but underneath, the Pistons are going to be called when the game's on the line.
In any relationship with a player, a referee, or anyone for that matter, if you have something, get it off your chest and don't let it linger. Don't come tomorrow and be my enemy.
2 fouls on Bill Laimbeer. Out he comes. In comes John Sally.
That was a great substitution because I think Chuck saw the exchange between Jack Madden and Bill.
Moses split the pair. It's 52-44. Pistons down 8. About a minute to play in the half. Isaiah outside against Coulter. In the paint to Mahorn. Drew the foul. Boy, he got strong post-up position with Moses on his back, and Moses Malone will get the foul. That is just his first. You figure that out. Just his first.
Tell me when he fouls out in his first NBA game, I'll come and buy you a biggest dinner you ever had.
They asked Bob Dylan once after we recorded a song, Rainy Day Women, something or other, what does that have to do with the lyrics of the song? And he said, let the freaks figure it out, as he left the studio. That's what I'd like to, let somebody figure out Moses Malone's foul situation.
He's the roughest, and maybe it's not dirty, but his play almost borders on dirty. I mean, he has sharp, big elbows, and he hasn't fouled out of an NBA game, to my recollection.
Ricky got 2, has 7, 52-46. Bernard King got it from Coulter against Rodman. Down the lane, knocked Rodman down and hit it, but don't count it. It's an offensive foul on Bernard.
I think it was a good call. There was movement on both players, but the defensive man made the angle. He made the sacrifice of the body, and he did split him right down the wishbone.
3 on King. He'll come out.
Offensive
Catledge
players
return.
hate that. Excuse me.
38 to play in the half. 52-46. Pistons down the half a dozen. Sally on top. Dumars Takes it wide. Gives to Isaiah in the lane. Fake the scoop. Dish to Ricky, who hit the left-hand hook. Rick Mahorn with 9. Coming back strong with his start tonight. 52-48. Shot clock 15, quarter clock 18. Jeff Malone got it batted away and out of bounds by Sally. Now we have 11 on the shot clock, 15 seconds to play in the half.
Maybe that's why Jeff shoots every time he gets it. His passing hasn't been great this evening.
From the corner, John Williams to Moses on the sideline. The shot clock winding down now to 7. Moses at the foul line. Turns, fires, no. And Rodman skies for it. 4 seconds. 3. Isaiah's at midcourt, lets it fly with 2 and a half, and he drills it! A triple at the halftime horn! And the Pistons score the last 3. And it's 52-41 at the half. Isaiah pulls them to within 1 day.
He had complete awareness of the clock and the situation, and what a devastating morale booster this is for the team. For the opponent, it has to kill him, and what a builder for the team that did it.
Oh, that could change this thing all the way around. It's halftime, and this is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Home is where the heart is, where you got your start, where the sweetest part is. Feel the warmth of my mama's kitchen and taste the goodness of home. Welcome home, welcome back to Kentucky Fried Chicken. A little bit of home in your hand. You're never too far, so come as you are. Kentucky Fried Chicken is home.
This is an Anderson high-performance window. We like to think of it as a see-through computer. It's programmed to detect heat. It knows when to keep heat out and when to hold it in. It's 42% more energy efficient than ordinary double panes. It even controls fabric fading rays. Come in and see for yourself before things get too wild outside.
We've got Anderson high-performance windows. Ask us. We're Herb Lumber.
Take a good look at an Arbor Drugs pharmacy. There are a few things you'll notice right away. Clean, well-stocked shelves with a full range of prescription items. Then there are other things you can't see that make Arbor Drugs a better drugstore, like the fact that Arbor accepts nearly 40 different health plans. But what really makes a difference is the Arbor pharmacist, someone who gives you special attention, whether it means saving you money with generic equivalents or carefully explaining your prescription. Shop Arbor, the drugstore with a difference.
If you'd like your money to head in the right direction, head to Michigan National Bank for investment opportunities. You'll control your interest by how much you deposit, by how long you deposit, or both. You'll get the security of insured accounts and the opportunity to lock in your rates or get 24-hour card access to your money. Michigan National Money Master CDs and money market accounts. Whether you choose one, the other, or both. Heads you win, tails you win. Only at Michigan National Bank.
Back live at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. The Pistons have pulled to within 1 at the half. It's 52-51 Washington. And I got Mr. 808 here, Coach Dick Motta. And even he got excited as many games as he has seen and won with a last-second shot by Isaiah. A lot of things happened in the first half, but that's the big story.
Oh, I think it definitely is. You go in to your dressing room on the upbeat, and then the opponent is going down there really discouraged. They had a 12-point lead. They saw it dissipate in the last couple of minutes, and then to top it off with a running three-point shot, it has to kill you.
And the Bullets, remember, need to win tonight, or there is no more in this series. The Pistons lead them 2-0. More at the half from Landover in a moment on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Hey, Ricky Mahorn, great game, but why are you eating that pizza backward?
Where have you been, George? This is Hungry Howie's pizza with flavored crust.
So?
Man, Hungry Howie's flavored crust are a must when I get pizza. They're fantastic.
You mean flavors like butter, buttered cheese, sesame, and rye?
Yeah, an original poppy seed and garlic.
Which one's your favorite, Rick?
All of them. I always get 7. I said 7.
Get 2 flavor crust pizzas for as low as $5.29. Hungry Howie's will deliver.
speed. For some, it's life. Racing is in the blood. To win, all parts must work to perfection. Last year, the Motorcraft team won 4 world championships with the same Motorcraft parts you can buy for your car. Motorcraft quality parts from Ford.
There's only one way to appreciate Zenith's 27-inch stereo television with breathtaking sound by Bose. Go hear it. Zenith and Bose. Quality.
And at ABC Warehouse, you can hear the quality and save, because we beat all deals for life or give you $1,000 cash. More proof that ABC Warehouse is the closest thing to wholesale.
It's time to visit one of the world's great garden spots. The Lawn and Garden Department at your local True Value hardware store, where the green machine is just $88.95. It's an electric weeder, cultivator, and aerator. Then pick up this 15-inch Weed Eater gas trimmer with a tap-and-go line advance for just $77.88. And get the True Tipper Rhino wheelbarrow that holds 4.5 cubic feet. It's just $24.99 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
At the half in Washington, where Isaiah's triple has shot the Pistons to within 1, it is time for halftime for Dunham's. On the radio side, the NBA Tonight. On the TV side, Fast Break features Up Close and Personal with Vinnie Johnson. And a look back at the Pistons-Celtics playoff wars. Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's, the complete sports outfitter. The Dunham's play of the week occurred in the final seconds of Game 2 versus Washington. With the Pistons trailing by a point and the game on the line, the call went out to Isaiah Thomas. Is anybody nervous? Heck yes. Isaiah from midcourt lobs to Bill Lambier against Williams. Pistons down 1. Back it goes to Isaiah. Down the lane. Off the high glass. Good! With 9 seconds to play. The next play, Washington's Jeff Malone was shut down by the Detroit defense, thus giving the Pistons a 2-0 lead in the series. Isaiah's sensational game-winning hoop, the play of the week. Dunham's presents Up Close and Personal. Vinnie Johnson is regarded as one of the most unstoppable one-on-one players in the NBA. A fact that VJ attributes to his upbringing on the Brooklyn playgrounds.
You know, it's really tough to define like a team concept. When you're out there, you got like 50 guys waiting to get up, you know, next, and you know, you don't touch the ball every so often. So when you do get the ball, you got to have some moves, you know, to get your shot off, or you know, you won't see it no more. And one-on-one basketball, I think in New York is, you know, it's ideal for New York, and New York is ideal for one-on-one basketball. I mean, it's a great, like, game for 2 people, and a lot of times, you know, it's you and your friend out there practicing on your game, and it's one-on-one, and you practice on your moves, and he practices on his defense, and vice versa. I learned all my one-on-one moves from growing up in New York, no question.
Isaiah was going to do this commercial, but he's got practice. Sorry, Dunham's. He can't talk about your great brand names and guaranteed the lowest prices.
Shop the best selection of top-quality Nike footwear and clothing, exercise and casual wear, jackets and more. High-performance Nike footwear like Air Alpha, Air Max, and Air Revolution, all at our guaranteed lowest prices.
Isaiah doesn't even have time to say Dunham's. Our big names bring you in. Our guaranteed lowest prices bring you back. Sorry.
The Dunham's Player of the Week is the Pistons' all-pro guard, Isaiah Thomas. In the first 2 games of the series against Washington, Isaiah has averaged 32 points a game. In Game 1, after missing his first 8 shots from the field, Isaiah ended up with a game-high 34 points, 26 of them in the second half. In Game 2 tonight, Isaiah was brilliant again, leading the Pistons with 30 points and hitting the game winner. It's numbers like this that make Isaiah Thomas the Player of the Week. Dunham's presents a look back. In 1985 and again in 1987, the Detroit Pistons and Boston Celtics engaged in memorable playoff battles. These two teams first clashed in postseason play in the 1985 Eastern Conference semifinals. The Celtics would go on to win the series in 6 games over the upstart Pistons. The series did, however, signal to the rest of the NBA that Detroit would be a force to be reckoned with for many years to come. 2 years later, Detroit and Boston clashed again, this time in the 1987 Conference Finals. In one of the most exciting playoff series ever, the Pistons and Celtics dueled through 7 intense wars, with neither team surrendering on its home court. After splitting the first 6 games, the series may have been decided in the final seconds of the third quarter in Game 7, when Adrian Dantley and Vinnie Johnson collided and were unable to continue to play. Without Detroit's big guns, the Celtics survived the fourth quarter to win the series. The Pistons-Celtics playoff wars of the 80s, an important part of Pistons history. Fast Break has been brought to you by Dunham's, the complete sports outfitter. Fast Break is a production of the Detroit Pistons Basketball Company. Halftime in Washington, the Bullets by just 1 after Isaiah tripled at the horn. It's 52-51. Some other first half numbers in a moment on the Pistons Basketball Network.
You can hear the understandable pride when modern brewers talk about the time they spend brewing their beers, or the time they spend lagering them. True, this reflects effort and care. But for Budweiser, some things take even more time. Like waiting for a big beechwood tree to grow from a small beechwood tree. For all the years past, and the years to come, this is the kind of time and the kind of care that go into your beer. Beechwood aged Budweiser.
A lot of muffler shops are promising low prices. You can take this to the bank. Nobody beats Midas. She went bargain hunting, and the hunt ended here. She found out about the Economizer Plus. Guaranteed for as long as you own your car. It's installed by experts, and it costs just $30. Midas has been #1 for over 30 years, and will be #1 for another 30. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
You hungry? Huh. There's something over there you can't get anywhere.
Now at Taco Bell, there's a deal worth running for.
What's happening next? It's where best meets west.
Our original taco and 16-ounce drink for just 99 cents.
Bust it, jump it, bust it, bump it. Taco Bell as you roll to make a run for the border.
The Pistons went on an 18-6 run to almost wipe out a 12-point Washington lead. They have it down to 1 here at the half, 52-51. And Dick Motta, this series could end the night, but it won't be one I'll forget quickly. It's a very good series.
This game certainly isn't over. I don't know if the series is going to be over, but there's going to be some bruises taken into the next series, whoever wins it.
A little more exciting offense tonight. Both teams, unofficially anyway, shooting over 50%. Pistons 21 for 42, Bullets 20 for 37. That's 54%. Rebounds give Washington an edge by 1, and they have had 7 more chances at the line. Individually, Adrian Dantley, who's 8 for 10, leads all scorers with 16. Ricky Mahorn had 8 of his 9 in that first half finishing run. Isaiah has 6, 3 of those, you know, at the horn. Moses leads the Bullets with 13. The second half in a moment on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Who wants to go first?
You mean we actually say it?
Nothing tastes more like home than Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. Welcome home. May I help you?
good.
How about welcome home to chicken done right?
There you go.
I got one. Make yourself at home. The coleslaw is fresh.
And the buttermilk biscuits are hot.
Nice to have you home.
You're never too far, so come as you are.
Welcome home.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is home.
Go over Jeep Cherokee's advantages, and certain things stand out. Cherokee gives you a choice of 2 or 4 doors, 2 shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive systems, and an optional 4-liter 6-cylinder engine that's more powerful, far more powerful, than anything in its class. All of this is precisely why 4-Wheel and Off-Road Magazine named Jeep Cherokee 4x4 of the Year for the 2nd time.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic, all right. Puts you in the fast lane with its great performance and reliable. It gets you around those tight spots. Michigan Bank Card from Michigan National Bank. It's got the power you need, and it handles like a dream. That's why more people ride with Michigan's #1 card, Michigan Bank Card. It's more than a charge card. Open it up and leave the others behind. Dial 1-800-CALL-MNB.
After years of development, a health product is now available that treats virtually all of your medical problems. Accepted by over 1,600 area doctors. It's in use at 24 medical centers and 18 major area hospitals, where it has eliminated costly medical bills. Its name, Health Alliance Plan. One of the most comprehensively packaged health plans ever. To learn more, take this number and call us in the morning.
Possession second half, and Bill Lambier just drilled it from the top, and the Pistons have the lead, 53-52. Coulter, Jeff Malone, Bernard King, Moses Malone, and John Williams for Washington. Pistons' first lead since it was 3-2, and Washington misses outside. Coulter with the miss, and here come the Pistons. Boy, who knows how much damage Isaiah's triple to end the first half did to Washington. Mahorn feeds Isaiah deep, whirls inside on Coulter. The Glacier's good. Isaiah has 8, and the Pistons lead by 3, 55-52. And we're also going to get a technical foul. Bernard King for an elbow, says Mike Mathis.
Yeah, it was a flagrant throw. I think he missed, but he still threw it. Here it is right here. It's after action. Bill was shoving out of the way. He cleared the elbow. Now here's the elbow. He missed him, but it is a throw.
Now, since he missed Bill, AD will shoot it.
I don't. You should always let the guy that get hit at least shoot the free throw. I guess near misses don't count.
Adrian Short with it. He told himself exactly what he didn't do right as soon as he didn't do it right.
The crowd is out of this ball game right now.
Yep. The Bullets need to do something to try and get them back into it, and the Pistons need to keep them out of it. Coulter at the foul line, sends it, scores it. Washington back within 1, 55-54. Early third, Isaiah finished the first half with the long gun from almost mid-court to pull the Pistons within 1. They finished it with an 18-6 run. Ricky Mahorn missed it off the backboard from the baseline. Isaiah saved it outside. What a play. He wants it back. He's free deep on the right side. Adrian doesn't see him. Lobs inside for Mahorn anyway, and it's knocked away. Coulter to King. Bernard up and in. They ran the break there. And it's 56-55 Washington. Bill Lambier at the top. Bernard King out on him. Foul line extended to Mahorn against Moses. Behind a foul line to Isaiah. Turns, fakes on Coulter. Outside the Dantley. Now they go inside Lambier off the high glass. No. Rebound fumbled, but picked up outside by Coulter. Steve Coulter down the lane, scooping and scoring. And the crowds come back a bit as the Bullets have.
Steve made up his mind at the 10-second line. He was going all the way.
58-55. I think he owed us one more dribble, though. Bill Lambier bouncing to Dantley on the baseline. Adrian lost it. Washington on a run right now. Williams nearly lost it on the baseline, back outside now. Bernard to Jeff Malone. Baseline left for the gun. It goes. And the Bullets are up 5. They're on an 8-0 run. Been one of those kind of nights. 9:15 to play third quarter. Dumars bounces to Isaiah. Long gun from the corner. All net over Coulter. 60-57. Pistons down 3. Jeff Malone, baseline on Dantley, inside against Mahorn and Lambier. Hits the floor finally. Basketball out of bounds. It belongs to the Bullets.
Bill was really alert. He knew where the ball was. He filled in from the weak side, got in position, and blocked the shot.
And Jeff Malone hit the floor. Bernard King outside to John Williams. Back to Bernard. He's deep on the wing. Wide of the lane to Moses against Ricky. Clock at 9. To the paint for the fadeaway. No, but he is pushed by Mahorn, says Jack Madden. Moses at the line.
Moses has pretty good position down on the box. He used to hold that as well as anyone in the league. In his later years, he's starting to give up some of that position. He'll take the step out to catch the ball, but he used to hold it and be so dangerous down deep.
Missed the first free throw. Ted and Larry Arnstein are here, along with Howard Irie from Detroit. And so is Mike Friedman, a one-time Detroiter, now the director of the United Press International broadcast news operation for the USA, based here in Washington. 61-57. As Moses at the line split the pair. Pistons get it knocked away, and the shot clock's at 11. Isaiah from the wing. Baseline to Dumars. Turns, guns, got it. Well, he gave Jeff Malone one of those rainbows right back in his face.
Great rhythm. Very efficient shot.
61-59 now. Pistons down just a deuce. We have 8 and 14 to play in the third. Jeff Malone down the lane with a run and gun, and he got it.
Said, you got me, I'll get you.
Boy, he came right back at the Pistons. Washington by 4. Isaiah on Coulter. Takes him down deep. Coulter blocked it. Isaiah scrambles, hustles for it on the floor. Fighting Moses for it. And Mike Mathis has a whistle and a foul on Moses.
One of the few times that I've seen Moses called for a foul that he didn't jaw at the official.
Grabbed Isaiah's leg.
And he helped him up, too, after.
That was David and Goliath there. Pistons get Dantley a runner, and he drills it falling down from the lane.
There's a little guy in a big man area, and he's survived all of these years.
Adrian with 18. Pistons trailing by 2. Moses gets it low post under. Lambier blocked it out of bounds. Shot clock at 11. 7.5 to play in the third. Washington by 2. Bullets ball. From the baseline, Jeff Malone. Wide of the lane to King. Dish it inside for Moses. Doesn't handle it. Lambier has it up to AD. On John Williams to the hoop. Look back, lost the dribble, got it back off the high glass. No. Coulter snatched it down. Bernard King has it. Now John Williams down the lane. Nice dish to Jeff Malone. He got 2. 65-61 Washington. The crowd's back in it. Not quite like they were in the first half, however. Isaiah to the baseline. Guns over King. Off the heel. He got it back. Nice dish to Dumars from 10. No. Bernard King got position and the rebound. Up to Coulter. Bullets on the run. Coulter dishes to Moses. Moses gets the bunny. And it's 67-61 Washington. 6:40 to play third quarter. Bill Lambier. Wide of the lane to Adrian. To the hoop, and he hit it right now.
When you're in trouble, go to your gun. And they called a great play. It was a favorite one. Isolated Adrian, and he delivered.
He has 20, and we still have seen to play in the third. Jeff Malone for Washington with the shot clock at 8 goes to John Williams. Driving on Lambier. Down the lane for a scoop, and it's short. Billy Lambier taps it out. Isaiah outfights Williams for it and taps it to AD. Here come the Pistons. 6 minutes left to play third quarter. They trail by 4, 67-63. They lead in the best-of-5 series, 2 wins to none. Isaiah against Coulter. In the corner to Lambier. Baseline bounce for AD. Bumped from behind by Williams. He's called for the foul, and Washington will call timeout. 5:47 to play in the third. Bullets by 4, 67-63. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
Max, where do you stand on the issue?
I love the two-party system. Quite simply, I love to party. After all, what better place could one appreciate the light, smooth taste of New Coke?
Rock it, guys! Wait till the round is light and so smooth. D, that's me, so yo, bust the move. No debate, it's great. Boy, it ain't no joke. Tell him, Jay.
You go.
Word. D that.
Two parties or not two parties. There is no question.
New way to party.
You Coke.
Think about it.
Arbor Drugs announces a new kind of club with no dues, no meetings, and lots of free gifts. It's the Picture Picture Club, and it's only at Arbor. When you join, you earn points every time you bring in a roll of film for photo processing. Save your points and get your choice of gifts, like film, cameras, even a weekend for 2 at Detroit's Westin Hotel. And with Arbor's Picture Picture Club, you still get that extra set of prints on Kodak paper overnight at no extra charge. Shop Arbor, the drugstore with a difference.
Can't get enough of that bacon. You know my heart is aching. Cause they're saying the bacon in the whole wide world. Can't get enough of that bacon. I want a Whopper with bacon. Yeah, I'm a man who loves bacon. Please give me that bacon, girl.
Now enjoy the great plain broiled Whopper with bacon.
We do it like you do it, but we do it like we do it at Burger King.
Whopper with bacon.
Get good seats for playoff game C at the Silverdome. Either game 5 of what's been a very good Pistons Bullet series, or game 1 of the second round against Michael Jordan and the Bulls, or the young and upcoming Cleveland Cavaliers, by charging it and calling the Pistons offices to give them your plastic number. 3384-500 is the number. Salespeople are on duty during our simulcast, and it's great to have all of our military men and women all around the world with us tonight on the Armed Forces Radio Network. Thanks to the people at our flagship station, WWJ, for helping to facilitate this.
What's that old phrase? It can't get any better than this. I don't know if the next series can be any better than the way that this is unfolding.
Great basketball. Pistons down 4. If they win tonight, there'll be no game 4. Isaiah nearly got it snatched away by Coulter, but he couldn't hold it.
In a lot of ways, there's a sadness about a final elimination game, and the Bullets are facing that right now.
Isaiah outside. Lambier screening Coulter. Isaiah foul line. Bounce it in the corner to Dumars. To the hoop over Moses. No. Put too much arc on it, maybe, to get it over the big man. Bullets ball. John Williams way outside. They go to Moses. High post against Mahorn. Foul line. Coulter from the dotted line. The gun is short. Rebound snatched down by Ricky. 5:05 to play third quarter. Pistons still trail by 4. Mahorn outside against Moses. Sends it topside. Lambier wide of the lane to Adrian. To the foul line extension for the set. Swish! 2 more for AD.
You can't give him a set shot there if you expect to stop him, because that's a very effective weapon for him. You come out and cover him, he drives by you. You almost have to trap him every time he touches the ball.
He has 22. The Pistons are down just 2. Coulter feeding Moses. Malone inside against Mahorn. Isaiah double team. Knocked it away with a whistle. Isaiah gets the foul. That is his third. Boy, it is first 2 in an eyelash at the get-go, but until now, he didn't get any more. Moses and Ricky Mahorn really banged before Isaiah got there. What did he do? Moses spins inside on Mahorn, forces, makes, foul.
How much muscle mass is there in that in this confrontation?
Ricky gets his third. Moses gets the hoop. The Bullets lead by 4, and Malone can make it 1 more, and he does. He drills it from the line. Pistons go right inside to Ricky over Moses. Left-handed it up and in. 70-67. Pistons down 3. 4:05 to play third quarter in Landover, Maryland, the home of the Washington Bullets. Steve Coulter to King. Bernard from the baseline. 72-67. Pistons go to Isaiah. He'll drive, hesitate, scoop and miss, but he did draw the foul. It goes against Charles Jones. Jones has come on, and Dennis Rodman has come on for the Pistons.
Isaiah made a nice, strong move. He knew he was going to get fouled. His concentration was good to the hole.
Kirk Niemer of Southfield is here tonight also, cheering the Pistons on. And he had to like both free throws from Isaiah at 72-69. Coulter, Jeff Malone, Charles Jones, Bernard King, and Moses Malone for Wes Unseld and the Washington Bullets. Jeff Malone, wide of the lane for the rainbow. It goes over Dumars. 74-69. Pistons in a rush. Isaiah in a crowd. Still with the dribble from the lane. Guns, it's off the heel. Great position for Dumars inside. Missed the putback. Isaiah has it over Moses. Yes!
Two guards and they're rebounding like forwards. That's such a plus for you.
Great hustle. Isaiah poked in the eye. No way is he coming out. 3 to play in the third. Pistons within 3. Coulter outside against the Piston captain. On the wing to King. Bernard blind dishes to Jeff Malone on the baseline. Forces no. Over the hole. Off the iron. Who's basketball? Mike Mathis says the Pistons touched it last, and I believe Jack Madden concurs. He does. Bullets ball. Timeout Pistons, though. They take their mandatory time here. 2:48 to play in the third. Bullets by 3, 74-71. Timeout on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Come from work, you know I'm tired and I'm beat. Try to make some supper, but I can't even eat. Jump in the shower, watch the world from my back. Gotta get you, baby, that's a natural fact. In the nighttime, that's the right time. I wanna be with you in the nighttime.
The night belongs to Michelob.
And with hard work, we project an increase of 104%. Fenwick, that's 104.
104.
To win the 3-digit daily lottery, all you need is a number.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 104.
Thank you.
And in the course of the day, you may begin to feel strongly about a certain number.
104. That does it.
Excuse me?
Play your hunch. You could win a bunch. The Michigan Daily Lottery.
In the last 7 College World Series, 95% of the doubles, 96% of the triples, and 97% of all the home runs were hit with an Easton bat.
Dunham's, our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back. Guaranteed.
Why should I shop at ABC Warehouse?
During our Mother's Day sale, this Whirlpool 2-door refrigerator is just $4.69 or less. ABC Warehouse.
It is the closest thing to wholesale.
Pistons fans between 6 and 12 can play on the Pistons home court in Dunham's Hoop Shoot contests. Sign up at any Metro Detroit Dunham store. You could win name brand athletic shoes worth up to $50. No purchase necessary when you register. Darrell Walker in the backcourt for Washington. Gets it wide of the lane. Drives and hits right now. That move pays a 2-point dividend in a hurry. 76-71 Washington. Here come the Pistons. Ricky Mahorn on top. Bull is on for Moses. John Sally pivots, goes to the baseline, slides back inside, sends it outside to Isaiah, who drills it from the top. 76 now, 74. 73, rather. They switched the scoreboard to the proper score, 76-73. 2:05 to play here, third quarter. Bernard King deep on the wing to Walker for the rainbow that doesn't go. Scramble for it inside, Piston foul. John Sally with a foul. Gets to the point in a league like this that you've got to weigh about at least 230 to hold any kind of position in there to rebound, and if you don't, then they assume you're going to grab and clutch, and maybe John did that time.
The league is getting so large, bigger and bigger every year.
Washington to Maloney, missed, but Bull stood there, tiptoed and dunked the putback through. Manute.
You might have witnessed one of the first standing dunk shots
That's right.
in active play.
78-73. The Dinka tribesman from the Sudan has shot the Bullets up 5. Isaiah over Darrell Walker from downtown. It's wide, and Mahorn lost it out of bounds, but there was a pushing foul. Jack Madden will make this crowd mad by calling one on Bull.
Manute just waved to Jack Madden.
Pistons ball after the unpopular call. Rodman to Mahorn. Ricky at the foul line extension. Hands to Isaiah. Screens Walker for him. Gets it back on top. Around the right side to Rodman. Now in the corner to Sally. They will feed to Isaiah and Dumars, and Dumars is called for a travel.
Probably caused by Manute's presence there.
A minute now to play in the third. Bullets by 5. Trying to stave off elimination in this best-of-5 series. They played the Pistons oh so tough at the Silverdome. Bernard King got it blocked by Rodman and fell back. Here come the Pistons. Isaiah drives Walker, scoops, scores! 78-75. Isaiah's having another of those games. He has 18 against the Bullets. Reminds me of an old song. Here comes Malone down the lane, shot up, in and out, and back in again.
Jeff realized that he had Rick Mahorn on him, and he shake and bake and got around him and got the nice shot out.
80-75. We're in the final now, 15 of the quarter. 1 second difference, about a half a second really on the shot clock. Shot clock reads 9. Isaiah outside against Walker, wants a Rodman screen. Gets it, spins to the foul line. Double pump jump, won't go. Second left, Jeff Malone got it knocked away by Isaiah at the horn. And at the end of 3, it's Washington by 5, 80-75. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
This is an Anderson high-performance window. We like to think of it as a see-through computer. It's programmed to detect heat. It knows when to keep heat out and when to hold it in. It's 42% more energy efficient than ordinary double panes. It even controls fabric fading rays. Come in and see for yourself before things get too wild outside.
We've got Anderson high-performance windows. Ask us. We're Herb Lumber.
With an optional 4-liter monster under its hood, Jeep Comanche doesn't just stand apart. It stands alone.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
In a world where nothing lasts forever, Marvin Gorham has driven his 57 T-Bird over 740,000 miles. He relies on Carol Hansen's Shell Auto Care for service and repairs. There's probably a Shell Auto Care dealer like Carol right in your neighborhood.
About 5 times.
740,000 miles. You don't believe it? Call him. To Michelob.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by True Value Hardware stores, including FD and Sons True Value Hardware in Detroit and Jeans True Value Hardware in Farmington Hills. Why not start the fourth quarter? The one that really counts for the folks at Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. This has been Isaiah's quarter in the first 2 games.
He's a money player. That's what he gets paid to do.
Frank Johnson with Darrell Walker, Manute Bol, Charles Jones, and Bernard King for the Bullets, who lead 80-75. The Pistons lead in the best-of-5 series, 2-0. Johnson from the wing over Isaiah. It's off the heel. Lambier and Sally fight over it. John wins that brief skirmish.
Hard to come in off the bench and take a jump shot your first possession.
Rodman on the baseline. Got up in the air, nowhere to go. Found Sally, barely. He gives it up to Lambier. Now Isaiah wide of it off the high glass and good. Vinny with Isaiah now in the backcourt. Pistons pulled to within 3. 11:15 to go in the game. Walker off to King. Screen on Rodman from Charles Jones. Missed it. Rebound Walker. He lost it. On the floor, Bol picks it as it squirts up and sends it outside to King. Baseline Charles Jones. He went to the hoop. Missed. Rodman pulls it down. Pistons on the run to Sally against King. Easy for John. He hits the finger roll, and he's finger rolled the Pistons to within 1. 80-79.
Isaiah Thomas is a half a step quicker than either defensive guard.
Frank Johnson, one of them, comes foul line against Isaiah. Outside of Walker. Isaiah has him on a switch. Walker wide of the lane, left side, missed it, but drew the foul. You're on the elbow, John Sally, says Jack Madden. And again, Rick Mahorn trying to get his back as right as he can, lying on the floor on his stomach in front of the Piston bench. Bol and King come out now. John Williams and Moses come on for Washington. Walker at the line. The only thing the Bullets have here in the fourth is a team foul in the Pistons column, but Walker could change that. We've played a minute and a half. Darrell Walker makes the first. Now it is 81-79. The tough customer from Chicago missed the next. And the Pistons down just a deuce. Set it up. Sally on top. Wide of the lane to Isaiah. Takes Frankie Johnson baseline. Gunzy got it to go. Isaiah has 22.
He has that feeling tonight, doesn't he? You know, he's really into this ball game.
Has a quick 4 already in his quarter. We're even at 81. 10 minutes flat to play. Washington inside to Moses. They got to go to their guy. Isaiah picks his pocket. Blindside steal. Driving. Nice bounce to Rodman. Couldn't quite contain. There's Vinny. Here's his putback. Block. Here's Sally with a jump hook follow, but before that, goaltending will be called. Give VJ the hoop.
Pistons are out hustling the Bullets right now.
(83-81) Pistons. Washington with just 1 point so far in the fourth. Darrell Walker down the lane on Vinny. Threw up a prayer, no answer. And we're going to get an Isaiah foul. And Isaiah will have to come out and talk about things that change the complexion of the game. That could.
As a coach, you know that Isaiah's getting tired. He's played extended minutes this evening, yet he's on that hot roll, and you don't want to take him out regardless.
Well, the foul helped in that decision-making process. Bullets ball. Williams heads for the baseline. Moving screen inside on Moses. An offensive foul on Moses gives him 3 personals. Jones comes out for Washington. Bernard King joins Moses and John Williams, and Walker and Jeff Malone on the floor. Dumars and Vinny. Sally Lambier and Dennis Rodman for the Pistons. Vinny Johnson against Walker outside. Starts down the left side. Walker reaches in and fouls. That's the first team foul on the Bullets in the 4th. Pistons have 2. We've played 3 minutes. Pistons lead them 83-81. King is on Dumars. Jeff Malone on Lambier. They went inside the building, but he sent it back outside to Joe. Joe to the hoop. Flies it up. No. Moses controls the rebound. Now Darrell Walker. John Williams on top. Williams got caught in the air, but the Pistons are called for the Vinnie Johnson foul. Two on Vinnie. 3 on the Pistons. Chuck Daly trying to end this series tonight and get ready for round 2. Had the Pistons in the playoffs 5 straight seasons during his regime in Detroit. Pistons block John Williams. Lambier has it. Pistons will swing it around now. Vinnie Johnson, baseline. Forces, misses, followed by Lambier. He's fouled.
Pistons can really smell this one. The intensity level is up a notch. And the important thing is that they're staying even or going ahead with Isaiah on the bench. And I really think that's an important factor.
Washington has scored 1 in the 4th. The Pistons have 8. The foul was on Bernard King, his 4th. Bill Lambier will shoot 2.
Chuck Daly just told Vinnie Johnson, let's end it right now. Let's do it. Let's bury the hatchet right in, and no mercy, no prisoners. Go home, get ready for the next round.
And he knows Vinnie's a guy who can do that if he explodes. Bill Lambier calmly made 2 big-time free throws. Adrian Dantley with 22 and Isaiah with 22 leading the Pistons scoring, and the Bullets want time. 8 minutes left. Pistons by 4, 85-81. Timeout Washington on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
Once you look through a Minolta Maxim, you'll never see life the same way again. Maxim, the world's first SLR with built-in autofocus. 26 autofocus lenses capture the action as only you see it. You and Minolta Maxim bring creativity to life. The Maxim system.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
You hungry?
Huh. There's something over there you can't get anywhere.
Now at Taco Bell, there's a deal worth running for.
What's happening next? It's where best meets west.
Our original taco and 16-ounce drink for just 99 cents.
Bust it, jump it, bust it, bump it. Taco Bell as you roll to make a run for the border.
Hello, Hammer. Somebody wants to see you.
They say you've got what I want.
Yeah, cold, bold, and smooth.
King Cobra, huh?
Real malt liquor satisfaction. No harsh taste.
That's a powerful combination.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Do I have to drink this all by myself?
Oh, Marlo.
Here's our Buddy's Pizza Trivia quiz tonight. Dick Motta coached the Washington Bullets to an NBA championship in what year? I bet you 808 remembers. Buddy's Trivia winners get a complimentary dinner for two at any of the Metro Detroit Buddy's locations. Mail your answer to Buddy's Trivia, the Pistons, the Silverdome, Pontiac, 48057. Include your name and address. Winners drawn randomly. Just under 8 minutes left now as Washington puts it in play. Bullets, nothing for 5 so far in the quarter. The Pistons 4 out of 7. Pistons with 6 rebounds. Washington none in the quarter. They have just 1 point. Bernard King, mid-post for the force, off the iron. Sally taps it to Vinny. 85-81 Pistons.
Excuse me, Washington's offense is a little out of sync right now.
They don't have much time to fix it. Pistons hope they don't find the cure. John Sally dishes to Dumars. Pistons looking for a great shot. They get one. Lambier in the lane. He buries it.
Good use of the clock. It's a little early to worry about the clock, but that was nice movement. Ball control.
87-81. Pistons have outscored them 12-1 here in the fourth. They've owned the fourth in the first 2 games. Darrell Walker with a pump fake and a drive. Inside, he can't get it down. On the floor, Lambier and King down for it. Billy wrestled it away. Hands to Dumars, and he's fouled by John Williams. Hustle plays everywhere. The Pistons want to get round 1 over with.
They really do. You know, the big guy went down on the floor hard for that one. It was probably a pretty intelligent foul by John Williams because the Pistons were going to score on a fast break.
Rodman on the wing. Dennis on the floor, down the lane, ran into John Williams. He got the offensive foul. 6:38 to go. Pistons 87, the Bullets 81.
You have to play smart basketball now.
Bernard King against Rodman, has it in the corner. Flicks inside to Moses. He is 2-timed. Rodman helping Lambier, and a foul. It's on Dennis. He has 4. And Marv Brooks, the PA announcer here from Mumford High in Detroit, says that is the Pistons' 4th team foul. And as Walker handles it outside, we got a whistle and a Rodman fouled inside his 5th.
And the penalty situation.
And he's arguing. I think it's more like he wants an explanation, and he gets it. He'll also sit down for a moment. Adrian Dantley returns. Six and 17 left. Pistons 87, Washington 81. Bernard King missed a free throw. They cannot find the bottom of the basket. Pistons won game 1, 96-87. Game 2, 102-101. Bernard King finally fills it. He split that pair. And they have 2 points in the 4th. Pistons with 12. 87-82. Denny Johnson working against King. Screen from Lambier. Now they bounce to Adrian in the corner. Williams up with some body on him. Adrian in the crowd, flicked away, stolen by Walker. Darrell Walker ahead, and Dumars broke up the fast break. He knocked it out of bounds and hit press row.
They're not saving anything for tomorrow or Wednesday. They're really busting it. You're supposed to, though, George.
Great hustle play. Here's King down the lane. Flipped up a prayer of a finger roll. It didn't go, but Moses hit the putback. Denny Johnson was knocked down. It takes something to knock him down, but there was no whistle. Now it's 87-84. Denny pops out, foul line, turns guns, hits the heel, tapped up, pulled down by Lambier. And we're going to get a Piston foul. It is on Billy. 5 and 25 left. 3rd on Lambier. Pistons are in the penalty.
I know that ball may have been in the cylinder. That could have very well been offensive goaltending.
Special hello tonight to Piston fan Robin, Beaumont Hospital, recovering from major surgery. Good luck, Robin. Get well real soon. Jerry Como, another Piston fan, recovering from an illness back in metropolitan Detroit. Hope to see him in the sunshine on the golf course this summer. Isaiah's about to check back in. Williams was fouled. John Williams drills the first. Isaiah for Vinny. Williams missed the next. Bill Lambier boards it. And Washington has drawn to within a deuce. It's 87-85, 5:15 to play. Isaiah running the show against Walker. Off to Dumars. Joe slides to the lane, turns, fires short, rebound, lost by Lambier, found by Bernard King. Up to Jeff Malone. Now Walker. Darrell Walker, baseline drive, put his head down, dish to Moses. He lost it, got it back, threw it up, in and out. Williams with the rebound. Isaiah snatched it away from him. He showed some strength there, didn't he?
Let the other guy do the work. You take it back like a present.
Pistons take time here with 4:43 to go. They lead in the game by 2, 87-85. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Detroit Pistons basketball, brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Somebody's going to win, why not you? By True Value, it's more than our name, it's our way of doing business. And by Ameritech Pages Plus, the original Michigan Bell Yellow Pages.
Don't forget the new look TV 50 10 o'clock news immediately after the game. This one brought to you in part by the Michigan State Lottery. Somebody's going to win, why not you? Bill Lambier lets it fly from the corner, and Walker boards it. Washington 1 for 10 from the floor so far in the quarter. They are 3 for 6 from the line. Pistons have outscored them 12-5. But they're coming back. Jeff Malone lost it, got it back outside. Dishes to Walker on the wing. Clock at 7. Walker inside to Moses, out of bounds. The big fella couldn't handle it.
What a great opportunity for the Pistons to put this away right now.
Isaiah to Dumars. Joe D deep on the wing. John Sally catches it outside. Rick Mahorn in the basketball game. Lambier left wing for the long gun. He got it. Right now you have Sally and Mahorn and Lambier. Big front line. Isaiah and Dumars in the backcourt. And the big front line forces a turnover. Mahorn taps it away inside to Sally. They'll hand to Dumars. And the Pistons have a 4-point lead in the ball. About 3.5 to play. If they win the series. Isaiah wide of the lane to Mahorn. Against John Williams. To the foul line, deep on the wing to Isaiah. Pump fake on Walker. Now inside for a scoop. No. And Jeff Malone had some position. Dumars came down on him. Joey will get the foul. The foul on Dumars is just his second, but it means bullet free throws.
It's amazing that Washington still has a chance to win this game with the horrendous shooting percentage in the fourth quarter, 1 for 10. And the last 2 possessions have been turnovers. I'd rather miss a shot than give it away, though.
I know how you feel about that. 3:22 to play in this game, maybe in the season for Washington. Jeff Malone, though, drills the first. He has 19. A 3-point Piston lead, and it's now 2. He got them both. Nice to have you with us on our radio TV simulcast tonight. And hello again to our servicemen and women all around the world on the Armed Forces Network. Isaiah down the lane against Walker, drew the foul on the scoop. Pistons playing like a team possessed right now, and Washington trying to fight off elimination. Walker with a foul.
Darrell Walker is a fine defensive player, but he's not quick enough to cover Isaiah in the open court. It's just that simple. Isaiah knows it.
Amir Jacobson, Glenn Ray, Randy Burdo, and Ray Lane standing by to bring you that new look TV 50 news right after the game. They get the news, the weather, and the sports. As soon as this is over, Isaiah made one, missed one, and as Mahorn scrambled to rebound the miss, he picked up a foul. That is 4 on Ricky. 3:11 to go.
And Mr. Williams going to the line. He hasn't done well at the free throw line in the pressure situations.
Just made the first with Wes Unseld looking on. Here's the next. Yes.
His rhythm was good that time.
Well, he's drawn him to within one. And the home fans will try and help Washington win. 3 minutes left. Dumars between the rings. Lambier to screen. Joe doesn't use it. Goes the left side. Get it knocked away. Out of bounds off Malone. Shot clock reads 9. Inbounding on the left baseline will be Mahorn over John Williams. Ricky lobbing to Sally. Couldn't hold the alley-oop. Dumars had it. He's on the floor. But there's a whistle. And we will get a Jeff Malone foul. Joe's a tough customer, but he came down hard, trying to shake it off before he steps to the stripe.
Could have called the foul earlier. Moses Malone pushed John Sally right out of the action on the lob pass.
Don't forget about our friends from the Broadway, where the Pistons coaches, like Chuck Daly, management and players suit up in great style and fashion. They're in downtown Detroit and Birmingham. Chuck hopes he has a celebration outfit on tonight.
This is a nice free throw. Put it at an odd number.
Joe made the first. Here's the second. He hits it. 92-89. Pistons by 3. Timeout Bullets. 2:54 to play. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
And with hard work, we project an increase of 104%. Fenwick, that's 104.
104. To win the 3-digit daily lottery, all you need is a number.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 104.
Thank you.
And in the course of the day, you may begin to feel strongly about a certain number.
104. That does it. Excuse me?
Play your hunch. You could win a bunch. The Michigan Daily Lottery.
Harold, I'm here.
Yeah, so I see.
What's the game?
This is the only game in town.
King Cobra, huh?
Cold, bold, and smooth.
No harsh taste.
Real malt liquor satisfaction.
That's a powerful combination.
Recommend.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
It's time to visit one of the world's great garden spots. The Lawn and Garden Department at your local True Value hardware store. Where the green machine is just $88.95. It's an electric weeder, cultivator, and aerator. Then pick up this 15-inch Weed Eater gas trimmer with a tap-and-go line advance for just $77.88. And get the True Tipper Rhino wheelbarrow that holds 4.5 cubic feet. It's just $24.99 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Why should I shop at ABC Warehouse?
Because during our Mother's Day sale, this VHS VCR is just $158 or less. ABC Warehouse.
It is the closest thing to wholesale.
We're selling seats for what'll be a great game tonight. Game C, either game 5 of this series or the first game of round 2 against either Michael and the Bulls or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Call the Pistons offices. Put it on the plastic. The number's 338-4500. Pistons trying to end this series right now. Just under 2:50 to go. They lead by 3. Bullets ball. Walker, Jeff Malone, Moses Malone, John Williams, and Bernard King for Washington. Jeff Malone, baseline gun goes.
That's their second basket in 11 shots this quarter. 5 turnovers, 1 for 10 in their first 19 possessions.
Unfortunately, that means they're due. 92-91, they're within 1. 2:22 left. Lambier topside. Shot clock inside 5. He notices it. Whirls called for traveling by Jack Madden.
Wow.
That's a big, big call. Still, Bill Lambier, Sally Mahorn, Isaiah and Joe Dumars for Chuck Daly, Ron Rothstein, and Dick Versace. Malone drills it from the foul line. Now the fans come alive. 93-92 Washington. Chuck wants time. 1:54 to play. 93-92 Bullets. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
But we lost, Grandpa.
So you lost. The ball didn't work. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Uh-oh. You got any money?
Uh-uh.
What's this?
Wow.
And this? You're a walking piggy bank.
Wow.
There you go.
What about you, Grandpa?
I'll have a sip of yours.
That's an awful big sip, Grandpa.
I'm an awful big guy. Now let's see some of that fancy footwork.
You hungry?
Huh.
There's something over there you can't get anywhere.
Now at Taco Bell, there's a deal worth running for.
What's happening next? It's where best meets west.
Our original taco and 16-ounce drink for just 99 cents.
Bust it, jump it, bust it, bump it. Taco Bell as you roll and make a run for the border.
With an optional 4-liter monster under its hood, Jeep Comanche doesn't just stand apart. It stands alone.
Save up to $2,050 on selected Jeep vehicles. America's winners.
Pistons have a lot of the front office people here. Chief Financial Officer Ron Campbell, plus Jack McCloskey, Will Robinson, and Stan Novak. We've had fun talking basketball with all those guys. We're going to have fun watching some basketball now.
I tell you what, it's almost time for offense, defensive substitution. Both teams have 2 timeouts and a 20 left.
1:50 left. Bullets by 1. Isaiah inside to Lambier. Hit a little baby hook with Moses right on his back. 94-93 Pistons. Was that a big basket for Bill? Huge, maybe. Here's Walker outside against Isaiah. Overplaying Jeff Malone very well as Dumars. They couldn't get the ball to him. Bernard King on top against Sally. He has to come way outside to get it. Shot clock 7. Jeff Malone down the lane. Blocked by Sally on the shot, but a foul will be called. That is 5 on Spider Sally.
And the Washington Bullets only have eyes for Jeff Malone. I mean, it's a one-man, completely one-dimensional show right now, George.
Do you agree with that?
He's shooting 10 for 16 in the game, and no one else wants the ball. You better give it to the guy that can put it in the hole.
He missed and made it the line. I agree with you, Dick. 94-94, 120 left.
We might be looking at OT.
Pistons trying to eliminate the Bullets. They go to Ricky Mahorn inside on Moses. Wheels shoots wide. Lambier and King scramble for it. They fall out of bounds. They'll jump it up.
Bill should have the jumping advantage. The thing that you want to do is you line up on the line now. Don't let anyone steal it. You have to tell yourself, I got to block out my man. He can't get in front of me and steal this jump ball because we have the height advantage.
1:08 to play.
You got to fight for your position here, just like on a free throw line.
We are even at 94. Dennis Rodman into the basketball game.
Now, he has done a terrific job defending Jeff Malone in the first 2 ball games, and that's Chuck's strategy right now. He's in solely to put a blanket on Jeff Malone.
Even though he does have 5 fouls, as you pointed out. King and Lambier will jump. And in the lane too soon on a bad throw was Jeff Malone.
Oh boy, those are tough calls.
And the Pistons get a break in the ball. We're even at 94, a minute and 8 left. Rodman will trigger from the right sideline. Now Dumars comes for it, and he'll work outside on top.
And he's looking for Isaiah all the way.
Walker chasing Isaiah. Instead, Rodman posts up, turns and fills it up.
Great move because Washington switched on that play, and Joe found the open man. They've been switching all evening, and that guy on the low post has been open.
Great feed by Dumars. The Pistons congratulating Joe, but give Dennis credit. He had to stick a pressure shot there, open or not.
And if I'd have been one of the Washington Bullets, I would have grabbed him and not let him get the shot off and make him go to the free throw line.
He is not Bill Sharman or Rick Barry at the stripe. But he hit the hoop in the air, and now the Pistons lead 96-94 with 59 seconds to play in the game.
And that was really a timely substitution by the coaching staff to put Dennis in the ball game at that particular time.
And they called the play that got him the hoop. The Pistons want to thank the following corporations for their generous support of corporate education programs throughout this season. Thanks to National Bank of Detroit, GE Plastics, 7-Up Bottling, Kmart, and Dow Chemical. (96-94), the Pistons lead the Bullets, and now the timeout situation, Dick.
Washington 1 and a 20. Pistons 2 and a 20. West would probably wish that he had one more timeout left.
Don't forget, the Stanley Cup playoffs begin tomorrow night. The Red Wings against the great Gretzky and the Edmonton Oilers. The first game live from Edmonton with Dave Strader, Mickey Redmond, and Ray Lane at 9:30 tomorrow night on TV 50, your place for sports. And the 10 o'clock news, the new look TV 50 news, coming up right after the end of this very exciting basketball game.
Bullets elected to move the ball up to the 10-second line. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an interception or a disruption by the Pistons on this play.
Rodman will guard Bernard King, who'll make the throw in from midcourt across the way. And he has to call a 20-second timeout. Now they're down to 1, and you called it.
We mentioned that in game 2 that traditionally the Bullets have had a devil of a time throwing the ball in the 10-second line. As a coach, I always elect to take it at the 180-degree angle end line with 59 seconds left in the ball game. I didn't want things like that to happen because I needed that timeout.
Now, as we said, they have only one timeout. This is a 20. The Pistons still have 2 timeouts and a 20. The Pistons also have a 2-point lead and a 2-games-to-none lead in the series over a band of Bullets that plays very, very hard for Wes Unseld. Bernard King again.
This stack is easy to defend because all you have to do is switch out into the face of the man coming to the ball.
King looks, bounces it to John Williams. They do get it inbound. Williams, Moses, and Bernard King. Walker and Jeff Malone. Isaiah fell but got back up. Walker against him. In the corner to Jeff Malone. Sally has jumped out on him. Jeff Malone on the baseline for the Rainbow. It goes. Oh, that's a big-time basket. Dennis Rodman poked in the eye inside. He'll try to shake that off, and Chuck Daly will talk some strategy now. He has taken a timeout. 43 seconds to play.
You know, when everyone in the building knows where the ball is going to go, even Tiny the Bullet, the little mascot dog, knows where that darn ball is going to go. And for a fellow like Jeff to all of this pressure come down and deliver a nice rhythm shot like that, you really have to take your hat off to him.
And he did deliver, and we are now even at 96. And the pressure goes the other way on the Pistons with 43 seconds to play.
I don't know. I don't mind being tied and have the ball. Now, 43 seconds, each team theoretically is going to have 2 possessions. I think that Detroit has the advantage in the timeout, with the one wasted 20-second timeout with Washington a second ago, that gives them a plus.
Sure.
They've got the 20 plus their timeout. They can call something in case of an emergency. They still have a timeout to advance the ball up if they need it. If they don't score on this possession, they're going to get another chance to score. And I think that the clock is definitely in their favor.
Who knows where they'll go? There are a lot of weapons, but Isaiah will have something to do with it.
I would think that Isaiah will go along the baseline. You got to go with your money. At the other end, it's going to be Jeff Malone. Why not have the two guys that are capable of carrying you to the next round be your delivery man?
Sure.
Not like a milkman or anything, but a good delivery man.
Pick up the Pistons playoff tickets the most convenient way to nearby Ticketmaster outlet. Over 50 outlets throughout Metro Detroit, including all Hudson's and AAA outlets. Pistons moving to that new arena next year, the Palace of Auburn Hills, and they'll get the kind of closed-in excitement we feel in this building right now. Dennis Rodman stays in. He'll throw the ball in to Dumars. And now it's Washington's turn to defend and the Pistons' turn to execute. Isaiah, baseline, fadeaway over Walker, got it blocked, but he was pushed and he was fouled. Walker gets the foul.
Pistons have a chance to go up on this play, and they're also going to get another possession with 34 seconds left on the clock.
Isaiah will shoot a pair. He drains the first one. Pistons by one.
Didn't expect him to miss it.
He doesn't expect to miss it either.
Nope.
That's what you like about him. The offense-defense move by Wes Unseld. Changed up now. Bernard King returns. Charles Jones leaves. Isaiah takes his time. Eyes the rim. He hits it. And the Pistons are up 98-96, 34 seconds left. Washington doesn't call that last timeout.
Can't afford to.
Darrell Walker against Isaiah. Off to Jeff Malone. Back toward Walker. They spin to King on the baseline. Guns from there. Got it from there. Give Bernard King some credit. He hits another big-time basket. And now we're even at 98. We have 19 seconds left, and the Pistons take time.
Chess, anyone? This is your chess match. This is where the coaches really earn their money. Great advantage now for the Pistons.
And so do the shooters.
Yeah, well, the players basically earn their money. I always like this as a coach. This is where your blood starts to boil. You can now, instruction-wise, say, all right, let's go for the win or the overtime. Nothing stupid. Wait, milk the clock down, get your nice shot. Don't climb anyone's back, but don't give them a chance to get down to the other end and win it, because we can outscore them in the next 5 minutes. So you've got to go right now, win or overtime, and I would imagine that Isaiah will have something to do with this thing.
Yep. Hold on to that ice-cold Budweiser and stay with us. We're in the final 19. No shot clock. Pistons basketball. And if there's a game C that involves this Washington team, it would be a game 5. The Bullets trying to make sure there's a game 4 by winning tonight. If it's not game 5 of this series, game C, well, the Pistons in the playoffs would be game 1 of round 2 against either Michael Jordan, who's only scored over 50 in his first 2 playoff games, and the Bulls, or the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Would that be, you don't like to look ahead, and you're not really, you really shouldn't talk in advance, but wouldn't that be something Isaiah and his crew against the Flyman down there at Chicago?
Oh, yeah, and with all that's happened between those two teams this year especially. 19 seconds to play. The crowd trying to urge the Bullets on. They have been very courageous. Give them credit.
Adrian must be ill. He would be in here at this particular moment. Chuck has great confidence, however, in these two young kids, Sally and Rodman.
Rodman to Dumars. Rodman, Lambier, Sally, Isaiah, and Joe. Charles Jones in for King. The offense-defense move for Unseld. We're in the final 10 seconds. Dumars outside. He'll send it from the top. It doesn't drop. Rebound, Charles Jones. 1 second left, and they call that timeout. They did exactly as you would have liked, Dick Motta. Maybe not that shot, but certainly they didn't leave Washington much time.
If you watch Isaiah on the baseline here, every time he made a move, someone bumped him. They knew where the ball was going to go, and they did a nice job of denying Isaiah the ball. Joe had to take it. It was a good rhythm shot. The thing that you have to guard against, and no one went up over the back. You didn't give the referee a chance to call a loose ball foul and send him to the free throw line. You're looking at OT right now. I would imagine on this throw-in, there'll be a double or triple screen for Jeff Malone, and he does have time, particularly at home,
sure,
to get a shot off. It's not over yet.
Maybe a second and a half or so.
Oh, I think maybe 2 if you really milk this thing right.
How's the guy down here work the clock?
He's really good. He didn't give me very many breaks in the 4 years I was here. He's really an honest guy.
We have a fellow at the Silverdome we call Honest Mickey Evans who works the clock there.
Yeah. You know,
and every home coach, I'm sure, thinks that his timekeeper maybe doesn't give him all the breaks that the other guys get elsewhere, but I wouldn't want that job.
I don't think that any normal man would want that thing. You're a fan and you watch and you love basketball. How do they keep the flow of the game going and not really and not lose their concentration with that little buzzer?
Well, we'll buzz them back to action here. We are maybe looking at overtime, but the Bullets have a last-second shot coming up here.
Let's watch Jeff Malone's screens and see how this thing unfolds.
Charles Jones on the floor to screen, so that takes Bernard King, the other major option for them offensively.
I would think something going to the left corner off of a Moses, probably a Walker. Moses Malone will peel down and probably pick him on the other baseline.
John Williams from midcourt. Score tied at 98, a second to play. Inside Moses, taps it up, no, and we're looking at overtime. Our final score in regulation, the Pistons 98 and the Washington Bullets 98. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Who wants to go first?
You mean we actually say it?
Nothing tastes more like home than Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. Welcome home. May I help you?
Good.
How about welcome home to Chicken Done Right?
There you go.
I got one. Make yourself at home. The coleslaw's fresh.
And the buttermilk biscuits are hot.
Nice to have you home.
You're never too far, so come as you are.
Welcome home.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is home.
After years of development, a health product is now available that treats virtually all of your medical problems. Accepted by over 1,600 area doctors. It's in use at 24 medical centers and 18 major area hospitals, where it has eliminated costly medical bills. Its name, Health Alliance Plan, one of the most comprehensively packaged health plans ever. To learn more, take this number and call us in the morning.
Honey, I have no money. Can you leave the checkbook out?
Hi, hon. I'm at the checkout, and you've got the checkbook.
In today's hectic world, you need independence checking, a perfect second checking account from Michigan National. It's convenient with a Michigan Money Card for 24-hour use at hundreds of automatic teller machines, and there's no minimum balance needed.
Just called to say I love you, and I'll be late.
Get independence checking from Michigan National Bank.
We're in overtime now at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, the home of the Washington Bullets. It's the Pistons who have a 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 series, trying to end it tonight. 98-98 as we start overtime. The Pistons win the tap. Moses Malone, Charles Jones, John Williams, Darrell Walker, and Jeff Malone for Washington. Isaiah Joe Dumars, John Sally, Dennis Rodman, and Billy Lambier. Isaiah behind the foul line. Gunzy got it. Pistons 100, Washington 98. We're going to play a 5-minute overtime. Darrell Walker looking wide of the lane to Moses, gets it to him, gets it back as Isaiah goes to double. Walker from the top, it drops.
It's really the guy you want to take the shot and where you want him to take it.
But that time it went. We're even at 100. 4:18 to play in overtime. Dumars wanted to go inside for Rodman, knocked out of bounds by Washington.
Darrell Walker was cute on that play. He faked a switch and jumped right back into the passing lane.
Bernard King for Charles Jones. Dennis Rodman from the corner to Isaiah. Billy Lambier screened Walker for Isaiah, who went baseline and missed. Rebound comes long to Dumars, though. Pistons get a fresh 24. We've played 1 minute now in OT. Score tied at 100. Isaiah gets it on top, pump fakes. And John Sally is called for a moving screen inside. And he has fouled out. Fans still love to jeer the guy who fouls out.
Not a bad replacement coming in right now.
They may be sorry. Here comes Ricky Mahorn. You shoot on the 4th foul in overtime.
Each team has 3 timeouts.
And the Pistons keep that 22nd timeout, but they did not burn in the second half. Walker down the lane, got a block by Isaiah. Moses got it back, though, on the baseline. Shot clock still running. It's at 8 turns, forces. No. Rodman lost it, out of bounds. They'll reset the shot clock. Score tied at 100, 3-3-3 to play in OT. Bernard King, baseline for that half hook. He missed it. Dumars with the rebound. But Jack Madden has a loose ball foul to call on Bill Lambier. He has 4.
Fouls are becoming a factor. We go into another overtime.
That's the first team foul on Chuck Daly's club in OT. John Sally's foul, an offensive foul. Jeff Malone from way outside over Dumars. Drills it. Well, he didn't lose it. Washington by a deuce, 102-100. Bill Lambier will try from the top. It drops. 102-102.
You know, it can't get much more exciting than this. This is a very well-played basketball game.
Boy, they trade long guns and they go inside. It's been a great game. Very exciting. Here is Jeff Malone, baseline, leaning in, hitting it. Dumars falling down. And now it's Washington 104, the Pistons 102. 2:50 to play in OT. Isaiah against Bernard King. Inside, lost it, out of bounds off Washington. Shot clock 13, and Isaiah has jammed a finger, I believe. And the Pistons use that 22nd timeout now. Mike Adenauer rushing out to check on Isaiah. They're taking that 22nd timeout.
I can't tell where the injury is. It must be a finger.
Well, he doesn't want to come out. You can bet on that.
He won't come out unless the coach replaces him.
They want to find out the truth. Sometimes it's hard to get a guy that gutty to tell you the truth.
Yeah, sometimes they'll stay in and really hurt you. But I think he's got enough maturity to judge his own capability. And I always leave that up to the players, the coach. I ask you, can you go? Sometimes I'm almost begging when I say it.
Isaiah stays. The Pistons go to Lambier. From the lane, he drills it.
What a weapon. It's a great target on a throw-in pass because he's 6'11", he's so large.
Great nerves. No wonder he putts so well in the summertime. 104-104. Moses got it inside, banged into Mahorn, but Ricky will get the foul on Moses' home floor. 5 on Mahorn. 2:23 to play in OT. It is 104-104, the Pistons and Washington Bullets.
That's a good foul because you're not in the penalty.
They now have 2. 4 is a penalty in overtime. 2:15 to play in it. Jeff Malone against Dumars. On the wing, clock at 13. Baseline, Guns. Got it again.
He's possessed.
He has had a super series. 14 for 20 tonight. Washington by a deuce. 106-104. Just under 2 to play. Bill Lambier had it outside. Whistle. Foul inside. It's on Rick Mahorn. Well, the John Sally foul-out foul was really a patty cake call. I don't know about this one on Rick. Adrian Dantley walking slowly to the scorer's table to check in.
Jeff Malone is only 13 for 19. No, 14 for 20. 14 for 20 tonight.
And he wants it again. You can bet on that. 106-104 Washington. Darrell Walker overplayed well by Dumars. Outside they go to King against Rodman. Back to Walker, baseline. Guns, got it. Oh, did Walker hit one there? And now the Bullets lead by 4, and the Pistons are going to call time. 1:33 to play in OT. Timeout Pistons. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
It's time to visit one of the world's great garden spots. The Lawn and Garden Department at your local True Value hardware store. Where the green machine is just $88.95. It's an electric weeder, cultivator, and aerator. Then pick up this 15-inch Weed Eater gas trimmer with a tap-and-go line advance for just $77.88. And get the True Tipper Rhino wheelbarrow that holds 4.5 cubic feet. It's just $24.99 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
And with hard work, we project an increase of 104%. Fenwick, that's 104.
104. To win the 3-digit daily lottery, all you need is a number.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 104.
Thank you.
And in the course of the day, you may begin to feel strongly about a certain number.
104. That does it.
Excuse me? Play your hunch. You could win a bunch. The Michigan Daily Lottery.
Hal, I'm here. Yeah, so I see. What's the game? This is the only game in town. King Cobra, huh? Cold, bold, and smooth. No harsh taste. Real malt liquor satisfaction.
That's a powerful combination.
Recommend.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Pistons basketball, and they sure enough need a hoop. 1.5 to play in overtime. Bullets up 4.
AD back in the ballgame.
Adrian will trigger from midcourt. Bill Lambier catches it near the timeline. Bounces on the wing to Isaiah. Walker played the passing lane, stole it, but Williams kicked it out of bounds. Thank you very much, say the Pistons.
One time when you over-hustle and pay the penalty.
And it was all hustle.
I mean, 24. Walker made a great interception. John Williams was hustling and knocked the ball out of his own man's hand. Here he comes.
Isaiah right down the lane to the hoop, and he hit it. That shot clock hadn't been reset. It was at 14. 1:20 left now.
Well, that was a big play.
Pistons within 2.
Out of bounds.
That was a big-time drive and a score by Isaiah, too. They're looking for Malone. He's been great tonight. He forces it, falls again. This guy's putting on a clinic. 1:10-106, a minute left in overtime. Isaiah down the lane in a crowd, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. That's the 3rd offensive foul on the Pistons in overtime.
3rd offensive foul. Now, I agreed with that one. That's the only one of the 3 that I've agreed with. I would put money that Jeff Malone is going to touch this basketball. This is phenomenal what he's done.
He has to miss sometime. Pistons put backcourt pressure on. They're down 4. We're in the final minute of overtime. Walker fell down in backcourt. Is he going to get across the timeline in time? Yes, by 2 seconds. Now Isaiah has fallen. He's back up. Shot clock 11. Walker from the foul line extension. Drains it. Boy, they've made every big basket they've had to make. They're up 6. We have 40 seconds to play in overtime. And the Pistons take timeout. 38 seconds showing on the clock when they get it stopped. It's 112-106 Washington. Timeout on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Come from work, you know I'm tired and I'm beat. Try to make some supper, but I can't even eat. Jump in the shower, watch the world from my back. Gotta get you, baby, that's a natural fact. In the nighttime, that's the right time. I wanna be with you in the nighttime.
The night belongs to Michelob.
And with hard work, we project an increase of 104%. Fenwick, that's 104. 104.
To win the 3-digit daily lottery, all you need is a number.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 104.
Thank you.
And in the course of the day, you may begin to feel strongly about a certain number.
104. That does it.
Excuse me?
Play your hunch. You could win a bunch. The Michigan Daily Lottery.
In the last 7 College World Series, 95% of the doubles, 96% of the triples, and 97% of all the home runs were hit with an Easton bat.
Dunham's, our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back. Guaranteed.
Well, the Pistons need hoops in a hurry now.
I would think that Isaiah will get the ball and penetrate as rapidly as he can like he did on their last possession. He's got to go to the hole.
Try to get the call and get to the line. In overtime, it's 112-106 Washington. 38 seconds to play. Isaiah instead tries a triple from outside. It's off. He knocks it away from Charles Jones, but Walker picks it up. To Jeff Malone, a half a minute to play in OT. Now John Williams. And Lambeer fouls Williams as he starts his drive. Good foul.
Good foul. I think really poor offensive judgment. When you've got the clock, he's not a great free throw shooter. His past performance has proved that in the playoffs, and he's attacking the basket with all that time left on the clock.
Well, he doesn't get the to-the-hoop call. They inbound it anyway. Moses fumbles it out of bounds in the corner. It will be the Pistons' ball. 24 seconds left in overtime, and they'll take another timeout. We'll stay here for this one. 112-106 Washington.
When you're ahead in a ball game, there's a point in that contest when the clock is your enemy, not the opponent on the floor. And they just presented Detroit with a real nice opportunity because theoretically they could get the ball back twice. They might have to foul, but a nice three-point shot now would cut the lead in half and give them an opportunity to come away at least with another three-pointer into overtime.
They are up 6. Jeff Malone has only made his last 9.
9 in a row, and every one of them has been like, I'm going to put it up on the marquee and announce I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to operate and I'm going to score. That's a performance. It's fantastic. I thought that Isaiah did as nice a job as I've ever seen under pressure in game 2, and this parallels it, may even beat it, because they were down to a one-dimensional situation. Jeff Malone and no one else involved.
Don't forget, playoff game C, and it could be game 5 of this spine-tingling series. Tickets are on sale, and the Pistons have salespeople on duty at 338-4500. John Capel and company, and Kathy McCauley and all the rest ready to take your orders. Don't forget, too, that the TV 50 10 o'clock news will follow this game. The Pistons probably hoping now it follows another overtime. They need 6 to tie. 24 seconds to play in OT. 112-106, Washington in Washington. Adrian Dantley looking to inbound. Dishes to Lambier, cross courts. Isaiah has it deep left. Screen from Rodman. Forces a triple from the top. It doesn't drop. Moses rebounds. That could turn out the lights and extend the Washington season. They pass it well, swing it around outside, and Isaiah fouls Moses with 6 seconds left, but he traveled first. No, he didn't. Well, even if he did, they didn't call it. Isaiah's fouled out.
They fouled out.
You're playing an extra 5 minutes in this ball game, but still you lose 3 players to fouls in a playoff. It's really quite unusual. Most of the time, the players are allowed to decide the outcome of these games.
There's been no foul called on Washington in overtime. Moses has flipped up the goggles and hit 2. And it's 114-106. Rodman from midcourt. 4 seconds left. Missed the triple, left wing. John Williams rebounds. There's the horn. That's the game. Our final score in overtime. Washington 114, the Pistons 106, and the Bullets keep the series going. Game 4 coming up Wednesday from here in Landover. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
Good evening. Tonight on a special edition of the 10 o'clock news.
A 5-alarm fire burns in a vacant Detroit warehouse. You'll get the complete details.
A local school district faces the budget-cutting axe as voters turn down a millage request.
President Reagan promises to veto a tough new trade bill, a measure requiring employers to notify workers of plant closings.
The UAW and Chrysler clear a major hurdle in their early contract talks, which they hope to wrap up this week.
Those Tigers taking on the A's at home.